Hey everyone, this is Rob,
Hey, Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Me or
Merp. All right, so this week up on the docket, a ton of really cool stuff to talk about.
yeah, lots of stuff going on this week actually.
Yeah, there's a bunch. So we'll be getting into some interesting community stuff that's been going on this week, and then we do have a few smaller news posts surrounding one larger one.
There's like two large-ish. There's a couple
Eh,
medium links too.
No, let's okay. We all know the large one. It's the raid stuff. But
Yes.
before we get into the raid stuff, there's going to be some more account related stuff, some payment related stuff. And then we have some very interesting kind of random talks about the GE limit. And so we're going to be going potentially past the 2 bill limit.
Yeah,
For the
we'll
first
talk
time.
about that soon. And I guess we'll just end with the fractured archive.
Yeah,
And
and
on a
then-
good note.
We do have an update this week, which since we just talked about, bank GE stuff, it is bank related as well. So we'll
Yeah.
go into that. And then, like you said, we'll end off with the big news of the week.
Yeah.
Maybe the big news of the month.
Our first look at the rewards from the new raid.
Yeah. Some of them underwhelming, some of them overwhelming potentially, depending on who you are, what you like doing. There's a few really cool rewards.
Yeah.
And so we'll take a look at all of them, give you our thoughts, although they are probably uneducated.
Oh, we're uneducated. I thought you meant the listeners. I was like,
No.
oh, why?
No. Just yeah.
I mean, I guess we all are because the blog just came out. Most people aren't doing the math.
Yeah, I'm not a big math person, but
No.
hopefully give you some perspective as a person that doesn't raid. So, anyways, we'll have that.
You're
and
always
then-
there to offer that, aren't you?
yeah, if you guys want more perspective on someone that's woefully underqualified, feel free to send in your questions. We do a Q&A at the end of the episode, just like every episode. Feel free to send them in our discord.gg/boonbabe. You can join our community there. We do play other games, this game, and you can ask your questions in the questions section there too.
Yeah, we all remember the weeks of Robert saying how Yama was easy while he'd never gone to Yama KC.
I did almost solo it the day it came out.
But you didn't actually get it.
Okay. I
Just
took
saying.
5 tries. 5 tries.
It's just saying, but you didn't.
Okay. Crazy take that it's a difficult boss. But anyways, we do have other ways of showing interest in the podcast. If you are listening and you're like, this is a cool one, I want to, be first at the next episode, feel free to follow us, on Spotify, give us a review on Apple Podcasts. All that stuff really helps. It's honestly the best way to support us. If you
Mhm.
want to do a little bit more, all of our episodes are sponsored by our Patreons. You do get some nice perks like getting the episodes early, getting them ad free, and you might even get some cool merch for free if you use the higher tiers.
And the Discord badge.
Yeah. All that stuff is really great. And if you want some cool clothes like Michelle's shirt that she's sporting today,
Yeah, my pastel Zolra shirt.
we are associated, affiliated, and
Partnered.
friends with Mitchie Fox. So feel free to go to the Fox's merch website and use Boon20 for 20% off. We get a little kickback.
It's
Really
linked down
chill
below.
setup. So yeah, feel free if you want some cool clothes.
Yeah.
So with that all out of the way, Michelle, how's it going?
It's going good. I have a few podcast announcements first. So if you've not been keeping up in the last few weeks, we're going to Germany next week, actually. So this is going to be our last live recorded episode until
live recorded.
not live, but timely episode for a while. Next week, we're joined by Angel Fate. I've already recorded that episode. And then on July 3rd, we're joined by Miss Pistachio. I was hinting at her last week, but we ended up recording with her as well. And then our third guest just got announced. And you guys can actually, if you're listening to this before Sunday, ask questions for him because we have not recorded yet. We're having Telecon on, who's a YouTuber that does crazy snowflake accounts. So if you have any questions, definitely post them down below. Those episodes are going to come out while we're gone. So the next episode that we are going to go over is going to be July 17th. And I have a feeling it's going to be a long one.
Yeah,
It's going to be like Game Jam, Blood Moon Rises, talking about our trip. Hopefully you don't break a leg during the iron or something.
Yeah.
Showing off his broken leg if that happens.
Crazy, actually crazy shout out.
I
Right
don't
there.
know. Is the first thing I thought
I feel like
of.
that has to be bad luck to some degree.
It was a prank. Knock on wood. We don't have wood.
Nope.
No.
GG, no wood.
Yeah, so that's what's happening here. So your questions for the Q&A, after today, if it's not for telecon, will not be answered for a few more weeks. But ask as many as you want. You could ask multiple questions if you want. I know Harger and Matt like their weekly questions. You can do one every week if you'd like still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that.
I did consider doing an episode while we were in Germany,
I thought about it, but it would just be so
but
much less good quality because it'd be on a phone.
no, I thought about like bringing like the mics
Oh,
and the interface. And then I also thought about like our, honestly, funny enough, those two things would be kind of annoying to bring. But the thing that would be the biggest downfall is the fact that our laptop that we have
sucks.
is so
So
bad
old.
that it actually like freezes whenever I try to start the cycling app.
Yeah.
It's just an app that shows your character riding a bike and the computer just like dies on startup.
It used to be faster 6 years ago.
My phone's faster.
Yeah, it's just really old at this point.
Yeah.
It used to work fine with like RuneLine stuff, but that was before HD. I feel like it wouldn't survive HD.
Yeah, I thought it kind of would be cool because we'd have so many people, but also, yeah, the logistics of it would be awful.
Yeah, I mean, if we decide to record anything, it'll just be on a phone. We could do like a Patreon only thing. We'll see though. But we're
Maybe.
gonna see Gluten Girl, Tip Slip, Fem, and Ninja, one of our mods. So it's gonna be really, really cool.
Yeah,
We're meet up
hopefully,
with so much
hopefully it's
people.
neat. Yeah. And if you're in Germany, hopefully we saw you. If not, too bad.
You've had weeks to tell
You've
us
had
that you want to
weeks.
say hi. We've talked about it. If your laptop is like, oh man, you guys were in Germany, I live there.
Yeah.
You should have said
Oh
something.
well. Yeah. But we are going there because
Hopefully we're gonna Rune Fest.
yeah, we're going there to do my Iron Man and to hang out. And Michelle hopefully gets a really cool tattoo over there.
Yeah, I'm getting a chest tattoo, and it's gonna be over 2 days, 7 hours each day. I'm terrified.
Yeah, you're gonna get annihilated.
I mean, I'm gonna get annihilated. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna bring lots of ibuprofen to take the second she's done.
Yeah,
because
just
it's not good to take
all
it
the
before.
drugs.
Well, ibuprofen helps
Over
with
the counter drugs.
inflammation.
I don't know how easy it is to get over the counter stuff there.
I still have Oxy for my surgery, but I
That's
don't want to get
unnecessary.
addicted. So
No, it's just unnecessary. It's a tattoo.
I can't lie though. I did think like, ooh, I wonder how much it would help to take Oxy
Probably
before.
not much.
Really. And it'd probably be bleeding a lot. And she'd be like, why are you bleeding? Did you take medicine? And I'd be like, no.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's like that. It's not a blood thinner.
Oh, it does not. Ibuprofen is, right?
No, neither
Can I
of
take
them are.
ibuprofen before tattoos?
I'm sure you can. Like, it's just not recommended.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because I
Yeah.
thought it was because they were blood thinners was why it's not recommended.
No, blood thinners are blood thinners.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I mean, maybe ibuprofen has like some characteristics.
I just know there's a reason not to, but I don't know the reason.
Shout out. Let us know if you're a pharmacist.
Or a tattoo artist.
Anyways, you got any updates?
Yeah, this week I've been randomly at Coliseum, which has been a lot of fun. I'm hard stuck on level 9 though. I have only gotten like to the double manicures maybe 3 times.
Yeah, it's pretty
And-
close.
Yeah, I didn't understand, maybe only twice actually. I didn't understand how they worked the first time. I thought they were gonna hit me at the same time. They didn't, so I died. And then the second time, I was like so ready, so excited, and they were both like different prayer orders. For some reason, the one in the back was attacking me first, which I did not plan for and did not realize till I got hit 6 times. So
Nice. That's good.
died. It sucks because I just really want to practice. It reminds me a lot of learning Taub, how you just want to practice Versic and get good at Versic, but surviving part 1 is such a like fight in itself. So it's a long grind getting to level 9. I've been getting to level 8 like super, super consistently though, so that's pretty good. No
Yeah,
collection
you-
log slots
You only
yet.
have a few more to go.
I know. I didn't realize there's only 11 regular waves.
Yep.
And yeah, I just need to practice the double manicure because
Have you gotten
then
any
I feel
good
like I'm
drops?
chilling. No, we're not gotten any drops yet.
No. Oh well.
I actually, even if like my invos suck and I know I'm gonna die soon, I've just been going until I die and paying the 500k because I want to get as much practice as I can and practice like solving waves.
Yeah, sure.
And then I just like kill vampire krakens in my free time and usually make like a few mil a day, so it just covers that.
What if you got a like 100 mil drop? Are you leaving?
Yeah. If I
Okay.
get a collection log slot at all, I'm leaving.
Oh, really?
To be fair, I don't think anything's worth that much at Coliseum.
I think so.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
anymore.
Well, I was thinking the boots, but I'm not sure.
It's just the Echo Crystal,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I have no idea how much anything's worth, but yeah, I like
think
collection logging, so I would totally
The
leave.
glaive is, I think, I have to imagine the glaive is worth like 50 mil, 40 mil.
Maybe.
Just
I have
because of
no
its
idea.
rarity, not because of its usefulness.
Yeah, it is pretty rare. And I was thinking that whenever I get to Seoul, I want to get the plugin that hides what rewards you're gonna get, because if I know I'm about to get a unique or a pet, I just know I'll, like, mess up. I guess there's a plugin that you can, like, hide it. It doesn't show you.
Yeah.
But I wanna know for now because if I get an early wave, yeah, I'll leave.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've really been enjoying it. It sucks because if you guys listen to my episode with Renata, she was able to get, Colosseum in, like, a week or 2 of grinding, but I've not been grinding as much as her. She kind of inspired me to want to go. I'm not even doing the same technique as her, so I don't think I'm gonna get before Germany, but I was hoping I'd get before Germany.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get it tomorrow.
I'm not even streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be editing all day because I have to edit 3 podcast episodes if we're
Nice.
counting this. I'm still editing the one with Angel.
Very good.
But yeah, that has been what I'm up to, and yeah, that's it. What are you up to?
Cool. I've been doing a little bit of mining here and there. Honestly, not as much, just because honestly, it's kind of like the stuff I have to do right now on my account isn't super AFK. So I guess I could be doing AFK stuff if like just to fill the time, but it's not like very focused. So I just kind of haven't been doing much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have been doing a bit more like mining and actually quite a bit of smithing. And I got
Oh, working on your gold bracelets.
yeah, so I already did like 1,500 gold bracelets, and
Are you making any gem ones?
no, I haven't done the 1,500 gold. I made 1,500 gold,
Oh, bars.
yeah, bars, and
Okay.
then I went and like started turning them into bracelets. I think I have like 600 or 700 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
so
starting with diamond bracelets?
no, because diamonds I need for bolts.
Oh, okay. You're starting with ruby earrings for bolts too, huh?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I need to pretty much do all of them anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna yeah, it's
I just meant you won't have to do 20,000 sapphire if you do sapphire last, hopefully.
it's really slow, but I am doing sapphire.
Yeah.
So yeah, slowly working on that, but it's kind of like whatever. It's kind of a slow grind.
Yeah.
But
Not
besides
gonna be getting
that,
your goals at the time you wanted, but you'll get it eventually.
yeah, exactly. I have been playing a bit of Warframe, which is cool. They just got an update with a new class, a new Warframe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've been playing
it's
Warframe a lot.
essentially they call them brothers, but it's not. It's like the same character with like two split timelines.
It just sounds like the same person.
Yeah,
Not
it is.
brothers
It
at
is. Yeah,
all.
it is the same
Yeah.
person. It's kind of interesting, but either way, it's the first like Warframe of its kind, so that's kind of
Oh,
cool.
nice.
And the cool ability they have is like their ultimate ability is like them fighting. The two quote unquote brothers are like fighting so hard that like they create like explosions.
Oh, sounds so anime of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly. Their collisions of their swords is like so impactful that like there's explosions
Of
and that deals like
course.
area damage to enemies.
Yeah, what else would
Yeah,
happen?
kind of random, but anyways, that's pretty cool. A lot of people are like complaining about the update being buggy, and I'm like, bro, I just don't care.
I just don't mess with stuff involved in updates the day it
Yeah,
comes out with certain things. I mean, some stuff, if it's a new boss, I'll go to the new boss, but
I don't know. I feel like when things come out for any game, RuneScape or otherwise, it's like if you're playing them the first day, it's like how can you not expect there to be some jank?
well, I would just be extra worried because this one, there's a lot of talk about Trauver parchments, which is a very scary thing to trust day one that the Trauver parchments are going to work correctly.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I wouldn't be taking anything to the wilderness today.
Yeah. So I've been playing a bit of that, but anyways, we do have quite a bit of like community stuff.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Shout out to kind of starting on a sad note, but shout out to Paul. Paul passed away.
Who's
Um
Paul?
Paul is just like a member of the community, just an OG, and his
Oh,
homie shouted him out, passed away.
oh, like a real person?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a real life
R.I.P.
OG.
That's sad.
Yeah, always sad to see someone go, obviously. So shout out to them. Anyways, though, to bring the mood up a little bit, we have actually, shout out to No Monkey. I feel
Hmm.
like he's kind of a friend of the podcast.
He's been on the
Has been
podcast.
on the
His
podcast.
wife's been on the podcast.
Both have been on. Both very great individuals.
Yeah, they're
But
cool.
Gnome has recently provided. He's provided. So obviously the Dead Man series has been going on, wrapped up now, but in a couple days the finals will be going on
I didn't
in
even
real
think
life.
about how, yeah, it's gonna be like he's gonna be like up there.
Yeah.
He raided me the other day, which by the way is the biggest raid I've ever gotten. It was like 2,000 people. He John warned me. She was like, big raid coming your way. And I thought it was gonna be like 500. And I was like, it's fine. I could handle that. It was so much that I like was praying the wrong thing and getting like really messed up in the fight. But I totally forgot because I wish I would have asked about that to be like, "Are you scared?" I'd be scared.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess
So
a lot of those people probably aren't scared if
by
they're
the time
going.
you're hearing this, it's going on. The finale's going on in Chicago.
Probably, depending when you're listening.
Yeah, more than likely. Or it's
But
going
I
on
think
real soon.
honestly, most people I think listen on Mondays. I've noticed that's like the spike, and I think people
Yeah.
just listen while they're at work.
Yeah, I think
If
so.
I had to
Because
guess.
like a lot of people aren't like, oh, it's Sunday morning. Let me go check out the pod.
It's funny because I'm the opposite though. I listen to podcasts on weekends while I do stuff, while I play games.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I guess it depends what kind of job you have. At my work, I have to be on the phone, so I can't listen to stuff.
sure.
But anyway,
Anyways, though,
he's
no,
providing.
no monkey. He is providing. Arguably one of, if not the best clips
Crazy clip.
in RuneScape of all time.
Crazy.
Arguably, in order for his team to secure like some goods, I'm not going to pretend to know how Dead Man works, but they were going to get a totem. I don't know what the totem's used for.
Like, I don't even know what that means.
Anyways, he was the one that was chosen to send Inferno with a super scuffed setup.
So it was like a rune crossbow.
It was a rune cross, very scuffed setup. And while tanking a mage and tanking a ranger, because they eventually broke the shield, and tanking Zuck, got the kill literally as he died.
No.
Which
I hate
means
it.
that it doesn't count for the cape, but it does count for the KC. And
Which
it does,
is what he needed.
yeah, which is what he needed. And it does count for like unlocking tasks there,
Dude.
which is what he needed. And it was arguably one of the most hype parts of anything, especially
Probably
recently.
the entire DMM.
Well,
For sure.
probably the entire DMM, but like I'm like a lot of people are saying of all time potentially.
Yeah, Hedron DM'd it to me saying, no range pot, diamond bolts, RCB, zero prayer. And I was like, I don't like watching this. I'm scared watching this.
Yeah, it was actually such a hype moment.
You
It
could
was,
see
it was
even like he
really,
looks like he was shaking after.
it was really, really sick.
Yeah, it's a really cool clip. You should go check it out.
You should definitely check it out. Even if you're not interested in Dead Man and stuff like that, it's just overall such a sick clip. And so many people have made memes of it because he's like, he's got one prayer, literally one. And after he kills Zuck, he just keeps saying, chill, it's fine, chill, it's fine. And he's like,
see, everyone talks to themselves every once in a while.
Yeah. Very, very hilarious, very sick moment. So I'd
That's
recommend
super cool.
checking it out. But that was mostly it. But of course, it isn't RuneScape. It isn't the pod if we don't wrap up with a little bit of drama.
Oh, I thought we were gonna say fun.
Sure. So there's been a little bit of drama this week. Honestly, I don't think it's that big a deal. Definitely not on a Rendy level, but either way, mods, specifically Aiza, had to get involved.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't know who Marnie is the rank 1 collection logger.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
which I didn't realize.
Yeah. Either rank 1 or rank 2. I think it goes between him and the rank 2 guy that I always forget how to say their name, but
regardless, a collection logger.
Yes, very collection logger, very
oh, rank number 2. Wow, 1686 out of 1701.
Yeah.
Is that just third age left? Like, come on.
Almost.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
The top 2 are almost third age locked.
That's so crazy.
Or gilded locked.
Wowzers.
So anyways, very, very gamer, very committed. So recently Marnie posted a video, kind of normal, kind of interesting if you want to check it out. It's a way that they were able to get 8 accounts to kill sharks, which is around 580,000 HP or XP per hour, which sailing XP per hour, by using essentially 8 of their alt accounts on their ship, all killing these sharks for the task.
Yeah, I don't even understand how it works, but I'm assuming it's like as long as your main gets the first hit, it doesn't matter who kills it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think maybe
didn't
just
know.
the owner of the ship gets the credit, but either way, essentially you're just getting tasked, getting all 8 of your alts to join the ship, and then all of you and all 8 of your alts kill the sharks, and it just
And
speeds
8
up,
of your closest friends.
yeah, it speeds up the kills by, as you can imagine, 8 times essentially. So
Yeah.
just makes it so that you can get upwards of 500,000-600,000 XP an hour with sailing, which is obviously insane.
Yeah.
That is weirdly enough not the issue here.
Maybe. I don't know.
That no, I mean, that wasn't the reason Marnie got banned. That's the whole drama this week, is that Marnie got banned today. Obviously, someone with such a high investment in the community, being well known by the community, this was going to raise some eyebrows.
I will say it was a temporary ban for 2 days.
It was a
I
temporary
saw
ban.
one response that I thought was very funny. That was like, "Wait, temporary ban for 2 days. Alright, I'm putting my pitchfork away."
Yeah, it definitely it.
I'm like, "Sucks, but I'm glad it's not, like,
I think
permanent."
I think a lot of people got riled up right away because the post that went popular on the subreddit was saying that Marnie got permed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They messed up.
So I don't know
That
if
is such a big
I don't
mistake.
know if Marnie initially got permed or if that post was wrong or whatever,
Mhm.
but I think he was taken off the leaderboards for a little bit, so maybe he did get permed and then they reversed the perm.
Oh, I have no idea how it
I'm
works.
not sure. Either way, that's what the initial consensus was, is that Marnie posted the 6-hour shark video, got banned.
Yes.
Uh anyways, Aiza reached out. There's been some clarification. Marnie's like, what's going on? Obviously, very upset. A lot of people come to
It
his
was chain
defense.
banning all 8 accounts
All of
too,
his, yeah, all the
not just
associated
1.
accounts were banned. And so Aiza stepped in and kind of clarified, not kind of, I think just fairly easily, straightforwardly clarified. He said that in their investigation, a number of accounts involved in behavior using third party automated software to click similar spots across multiple accounts simultaneously is why they were banned. He says multi-boxing, for anyone that doesn't know, that's the boxes are in reference to the game window. So multiple game windows open,
Mhm.
multi-accounting is fine. But there's just simply no way that he could have been clicking on the same or even similar spots on 8 accounts at the same time with one click.
With 1 second. It
Within
doesn't say 1
yeah, it
second.
doesn't say within one click,
Yeah. If
but
it was with 1 click, I think it would've been a perm ban.
yeah, it said that there was no way for a human to click on all 8 accounts in the same spot on multiple windows in 1 second without some kind of software assisting you.
Yes.
So, it seems pretty straightforward to me. Essentially, for anyone that doesn't know, it is a very well-known rule, very well known,
I wonder if
that
I'll
you
know it.
can play as many accounts as you want. Play, you can even share accounts and stuff like that. Just the one thing that everyone knows for sure that's concrete, like they're wishy-washy on the account sharing stuff like that. This is not. The fact that you must have one click per one action in this game.
Mhm.
You can't have 1 equals 2 or 3 or whatever. Just has to be 1 to 1.
Well, it's not even like the amount of clicks, it's just that they're saying, like, multiple clicks were happening at the same time, because I
Yeah.
think if it was 1 click multiple actions, it would just been a perm ban, because that's very clearly, like, no gray about it.
Yeah. There, and the reason I bring that up is because that seems to be either something assisting him in doing something so quickly, or he was using something that allowed him to like click and have multiple actions. That's the only reason I bring it up.
So, cue a plugin that apparently is involved.
Yeah, so there is a plugin involved called Disable Click to Minimize. This has been banned. This used to
Oh,
be,
no, it wasn't called disable originally, it was disabled.
yeah, it was click to minimize. And so essentially the way it worked is like you can click and send the current window
To the
away,
back or
essentially.
something, I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
you can like cycle through. You can have the window on the same spot because obviously having 8 windows across your screen, you'd have to move your mouse a lot, which is really inefficient. So what this would allow you to do is this plugin would essentially allow you to just like as soon as you click, I guess it sends the window to the back, bringing the new one forward, and then you click again on the next one, and now a new screen, and then that again sends it back, and then brings a new one. So essentially, allows you to click on 8 screens with 8 clicks.
So, it's not that the clicks were automated, it's that the minimizing is automated.
Yeah,
And the drama is because this was a plugin, and I was under the impression Robert corrected me, but I
yeah,
thought that if it was on RuneLite, it's fair game,
no,
which is not the case, it turns out.
yeah. So the only thing that Adam and his team, which do work with RuneLite and RuneScape together, as far as I've ever known, they do check the code to try to weed out malicious like code in general, like, obvious ones like keyloggers and stuff like that. Obviously, those are like getting checked, but they don't always check the exact intent of every single
Mhm.
plugin and like, the extent of what they can do.
Yeah. So Adam even said on Reddit, this is just on us or me for allowing this through. Catching bans from Moonlight plugins shouldn't be a thing at all. This type of use of a plugin was not something we were collectively aware of or even looking for, but now we know. Jagex has requested just removing the entire plugin as opposed to reviewing the old version. I don't really blame them. So I guess there was a version that wasn't as busted. And then
Yeah.
it got crazy.
Yeah. And I don't I think obviously he was using this and wasn't using multiple inputs. I'm just saying that's the other obvious way that like a lot of people do multi-box is it'll be like one click and then all 8 accounts will do the same thing at the same time.
Hmm.
That's not the case here, although that obviously is straight up ban worthy. This is pretty much the next level in between straight up ban worthy and not ban worthy, where this is essentially um like almost verbatim this is macroing.
Yeah. The only reason why I think it wasn't a perm ban is because it was on RuneLight, which
Sure.
people like me assume it's RuneLight. We could use it.
Yeah, even if it wasn't done like somewhat like via negligence or via a plugin in this case, I think a lot of people don't get permed the first time they get like macro banned.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's usually not a perm offense.
Also, I guess they were DMing on Discord, and Montagues said, "You'll note from my message that the team investigating believe there's more to this than the plugin alone. They cannot replicate it using approved methods. This is the only reason they're not overturning the 2-day ban." He does say though, "I'm not personally involved. It's very much standard procedure for us to not go into detail regarding detection methods, as even the smallest hint could aid in circumventing our tools." So I think that's why some people are getting a little upset because Maudie's is just like, we can't tell you why.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
why?
I get is like, I'd be frustrated too if I couldn't hear.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's just a
he can't like.
it's just a rough situation. I'm
Yeah,
glad it's just a 2-day
yeah.
ban,
I
just a
don't
temporary.
like I said at the very start of this is not a big deal. I think it's just like kind of annoying for people involved.
Hmm.
It's annoying for the community because like people want to know why someone got banned so that they don't get banned,
Exactly. It's kind of
whether
scary.
whether
It's
it's
like,
for like a malicious reason, like they want to avoid it but they want to do other stuff,
yeah.
or
I'd
it's
like to
just
think most people don't want to do it maliciously because no one wants to lose their account.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that's mostly it. It's not a huge story, but it is kind of like interesting.
yeah, what I thought was very funny though is in the original tweet, Montagues sent like 4 paragraphs clarifying. And then because I think he's used to the community being like, what about he had 2 different responses also clarifying other points.
Yeah.
He's just like trying to have a one and done message. But yeah, it's temporary ban. I think by the time you're listening to this, the ban will be done.
Yes.
And this will be old news.
And also
But
kind of like Aiza, in case anyone is wondering why this might be like a textbook case of macroing, even if it doesn't seem like macroing, is if you click and multiple actions happen at once, aka the screen gets sent to the back, which is normally something you would have
mm,
to do manually. That is a macro.
yeah,
Even if you're not pulling up the auto hotkey program, that is what is happening.
I think it's just because I could see the confusion because it's not clicking something in the game. You're like,
Yeah.
well, it's not macroing, but I guess they count the window as the game. Like you're
Yeah.
closing the window. I don't know.
Because it would be the same as like, you know, clicking to do the action and then within the same second, right clicking or, using some program, clicking send to back, send, and then the other one comes forward. So it's like you're still skipping like 3 steps,
I
which
am
is the point
thinking
of
like
macroing.
how crazy satisfying this must have felt when they were doing it though.
Oh, yeah.
To just be like click, 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 and it's 8 different clicks because the windows keep switching. Like
Yeah.
that must have been very satisfying. I'll say that.
I mean, getting like 600K an hour is like insane.
Crazy.
Yeah. I wouldn't have done it just straight out of the premise of like, damn, this feels like cheating.
Yeah, I don't To be honest, like I said, like I thought if it was on Runelite, it's fair game. I might have been like, this feels cheaty, but it's on Runelite, so it's okay. There's like how you can make it so at Nilos, you can just walk under them and not click the wrong Nilos.
Yeah.
Like that's allowed, but I don't do that one because that feels a little like too much.
Yeah.
Too easy
Also,
scape,
I
even
guess
for me.
even I think the benefit of this story in general, right? Because obviously, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned a million times, this is not a big deal. It was just a 2 day, essentially misunderstanding, I guess,
Yes.
skirting of the rules, whatever you want to call it. And the only thing that the community gets is now you know, as a community, that if to not trust plugins just because they're plugins. Like there are cheat plugins. There are plugins that are straight up like actual cheats.
Yeah.
Just because they're on there doesn't mean they're fine. You just have to like self-regulate. Like you can't blame Jagex or Adam for everything. If it seems like it's cheating, it
Now
might be
I
cheating.
am kind of nervous. I don't have any crazy plugins like that, but it does make me nervous going forward for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, Adam is super active on the subreddit and on Twitter. If it seems sus and you're
Oh,
like,
you could just be like, "Can
you
I
can be
use
like
this?"
at him and be like, yo, is this allowed?
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
Like it's not a crazy thing to do. So
Mhm.
but yeah, anyways, that was pretty much it.
That's it for the drama. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad this week.
Yeah, we have some updates on some account stuff. Honestly, this has been a long time coming, but this is Jagex accounts.
Yeah, they are making everyone switch. Everyone's gonna have to have a Jagex account. It's gonna be required to play RuneScape and old school RuneScape. They're hoping in November, December, but they're not sure. You will not need them though if you use Steam, Apple, Google, and Game Center logins because they already have good security. But thought we could go through some of the FAQ.
Sure.
I
I
mean,
feel
there's
like
really not much more to say on
we've done
it.
this a million times.
Yeah. So should I upgrade now?
Yeah, this is actually the best time. Over 85% of current players are already on the Jagex accounts. So you're not going to be the first. You probably won't be the last.
Where are
So,
you reading the 85%?
oh, they said it earlier.
Oh, okay. I was just like, wait, which question are you answering?
Yeah. So it's like, now's as good a time as any. You're going to have to do it eventually unless you start playing on Steam.
Yeah. What happens if I don't switch to Jagex account before the switchover?
Well, you just won't be able to play the game.
Yeah, they will safely store your characters in your accounts, essentially waiting for you to log in.
Yeah.
Why are you making this switch over mandatory?
It's just account security thing. Like, if one person is using weird, old, outdated like stuff, then they can't deliver you like the best updates, the best security. Everyone making sure that everyone's on the same base
Mm,
of like program makes it easier.
okay. Will I still be able to play via approved third-party clients? Yeah,
Yes.
of
Yeah.
course. And
There's only
then
one.
yeah, there's the HDOS too.
Yeah, I
There's
guess
two.
you can do HC.
They also talk about the benefits. So it's really easy to log in. You can actually use case sensitive, which I really like personally. There's multi-factor authentication. You can also manage your subscriptions more easily and efficiently. I haven't really messed with that, to be fair. You have better support options. You can access live chat with a real JMod and improve support ticket management. And you also get 20 extra bank slots per assigned character in game and the fancier boots.
Honestly, the only out of all of these, besides multi-factor, the only thing that I think is actually sick here is the fact that you get all 20 of your characters in one place.
All 20 of your characters in one. Oh, like the login.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can, one login gives you access up to 20 characters.
Yeah.
And also RuneScape players get an extra 5-minute logout timer extension.
Wow.
I didn't know that was the thing. I wonder how long their logout timer is for in
It's
RS3.
25.
In RS3?
No, that's.
Though they said RuneScape specifically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's just their game. It's probably like 2 hours.
Oh, I thought they were referencing because like the logout timer for PC is 25 minutes and for the default client is 30.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about.
Anyway, are Jagex accounts support on mobile? Yes, they are. They plan to bring that feature to RuneScape in the future too. Will this mean I lose my character name? No, they are going to hold all the RuneScape names, which sucks because we're never going to get Bunebape, even though that person doesn't play.
True.
I just want it so bad. I love this last question.
How confident are you in Jagex accounts being ready for this?
That's so
85% of players.
They said very. The vast majority of active accounts play through Jagex accounts today. Thanks to 3 years of work based on your feedback, we've delivered plenty of improvements to get us to the point, and this change sets us up to provide even more improvements in the future.
Yeah, not even to be like an "I told you so," just because this was so obvious, but, like, even 3 years ago when they were testing this, I almost right away was like, "This is, the thing everyone is gonna have to do eventually."
Yeah, I think you did say that. I think we were hesitant at first, but it did not take us long to come around to it.
Yeah, it took a little while because there were some, like,
Scary stories
like
about like, I lost my
yeah,
account.
some stuff that was happening early on, but after the first year, there was essentially no
It's really,
reason
yeah, it's
not
settled
to.
down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have our next blog, which is so random. I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, no one knows about this because no one does this.
Well, if any of you happen to use Boku payment method, sorry, they're retiring it.
Is it buku?
It's Boku.
It's
Boku
true,
or
but
Boka? I don't know. It will remain available for purchases until August 17th. After this, it'll no longer be offered as a payment method for new transactions made through the website. You'll have to use credit or debit card, PayPal, and other supported local payment methods. This is like a mobile carrier billing, apparently. I don't.
yeah, I'm sure it's just like if people like maybe don't have access to other types and this is just what
Yeah.
they've been using, then unfortunate for them.
What's interesting though, it only affects microtransactions such as bonds and in-game purchases. Recurring payments and membership subscriptions are not affected. So you can still technically use this just
Yeah,
for membership only. I don't know.
weird. Probably, yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because it's already like being billed, so it's not like a big deal.
Yeah, kind of weird.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it for the account improvements, but we do have other improvements.
Yeah, moving on to bank related stuff. They're improving the max cash to be bigger.
Yeah,
It's kind of.
kind of. So this is specifically for GE stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you guys didn't know, there is a max cash limit. It's 2.14 billion coins. Very specific. It's actually
It's the 32-bit integer max.
what? What?
The 32-bit integer max.
Oh God, I don't know what that means. I just wanted to say
It
the
just
number.
means in the olden days, if you're like really old, then you'll remember that everything used to be x86 based. Now everything is x64. But anyways,
Oh.
whenever you install Windows, maybe you have ever realized that there's like a little thing you could either install. It says x64 or x32.
Oh yeah.
And games a lot of times that are old were based on x32, and the biggest number that the programs made back then can literally understand is 2.147 billion.
That's so
It literally
specific.
doesn't know what the number past that
I
is.
need you guys to know how specific this is. 2,147,483,647.
Yes.
Why is that so particular? It's in a seven.
Yeah,
Like
it's
what?
and this isn't the first time for this game. Every old
So
game has gone through this. World of Warcraft
strange.
eventually had this problem and eventually had to figure it out.
We're always just late to the game.
Yeah. So even though this game doesn't run on x86 anymore, it's still at its core uses that technology, which is why it still has this limit.
Yeah.
So
Which is literally the reason we have platinum tokens.
yeah,
So you could surpass that. Platinum tokens, if you didn't know, you could use gold on bankers to turn in platinum tokens, and it's like fake gold. You can
Yeah.
just turn it back into gold later.
yeah, it's just like essentially turning in your ones for hundreds.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So
But you can't actually spend them
yes,
previously.
unfortunately. So, anyways, they have found a workaround. They are not going to be upgrading from X32 to X64 anytime soon. So, they found a workaround to make it so items can sell for more than max cash, hopefully.
Yes. Because if you guys didn't know, like items like the third age pickaxe sell for like 14 bill or something.
Well, that's the thing is we don't really technically know. One of the
Yeah.
greatest parts of the GE, I do hate the GE, but one of the greatest parts of the GE is the fact that it does give people reliable data in markets, which is very important because like you just said, maybe it's sold for 14 bill, maybe it's sold for 10, maybe it's sold for 3 just over cap.
Yeah. So yeah, people have to literally go to like special discords to trade something like that.
Literal black markets.
Yeah, but that were allowed because it was literally the only way to sell them.
Well, it's
Unless you were like, if you were a noob, honestly, if I got this, I got lucky before I started streaming, I would just sold out the GE for max cash, not realizing I could have gotten way more.
yeah, and it's funny because I think
There's no way of knowing
I
that.
think 2 or 3 third age pickaxes were sold this week
Really?
on the GE.
So something that really rich people do in this game, if you have max cash, they put in a buy offer for pickaxes at max cash. So then whenever like noobs try
Yeah.
to sell it for that amount, they're able to purchase it and then they
Yeah.
can sell it on the
It'd
black
be the
market for
same
more.
as if you were like, oh, maybe I'll get lucky and you just throw in a 200 mil buy offer on a Tebow. Maybe you'll hit eventually. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that's apparently a thing that people who have like a full cash stack do.
Yeah, because there's
Can't relate. I don't
nothing else
have
to do.
that.
So, anyways, you might be wondering, how are they going to go above this max integer number? Well, it's kind of going to be by adding two max integer numbers together.
I don't actually like this. So all item stacks, including coins, will still be capped at 2.147 bill.
Yeah,
I kind of wish that they just increase the cash stack.
they literally can't.
They literally can't.
I told you they're not improving the system. This is a
A
straight up
workaround.
workaround.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead, the GE, and like we mentioned before, we specifically tried to use the words that this is just for the GE. Your max cash stack will still not be over 2 bill.
Mm.
It'll still be the max. This is specifically for GE items. So they're gonna, on the back end, essentially make it so that you can combine the max number of coins and the max number of platinum together, but they're doing it on their back end.
Yeah.
So essentially, when you go to sell something for, let's say, 5 bill, what it's going to do is it's going to do 2.147 bill in coins, and then it's also going to fulfill the rest, the 3.9 bill remaining, with platinum, whatever the platinum equivalent would be. And they're doing it on the back end, so you won't see this transaction happen. And then
Mhm.
you'll get the 5 bill split in between gold and platinum given to you after the trade is done.
I do have another reason why I don't love this,
Sure.
which is because my entire platinum stack is gold someone else gave me that I'm keeping separate to give away like during events and bingos and like birthday streams and stuff like that. So I'll have to actually like write down the amount because like when you buy something from the GE, it automatically pulls money from your bank.
Yeah.
I'll have to actually pay attention to what it is now.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. It's just like I'm lazy.
It's funny because I was actually just about to say this is a big change, but for the layman, 99.9% of people will never interact with this because how often have you sold for over max cash?
No, you don't need to sell for max cash to use the platinum. All you need is like I have 4 million gold cash right now. And then I have 300 million platinum. So if I bought something for 6 million, it would pull from the platinum. You know?
Yeah, just don't buy something for 600.
I'm just saying I'm gonna have to keep track now. Whereas
Mm.
before I blindly buy stuff and I'm like, it tells me like you don't have gold. And I'm like, okay, and then I cancel it.
What? How often are you buying things for more than 400 mil willy-nilly?
No, I'm not afraid I'm gonna use the whole stack. I just mean if I use any from the stack, I want to know.
No, that's what I'm saying. I guess I'm wondering. I've
Okay.
never once gone to the GE and thought, all right, cool, I have 400 mil, and then been like, oh, let me press buy on this thing that's 500 mil. Let's just see what happens.
Oh, really? It just happened to me the other day where it said you don't have enough coins.
What?
I don't pay attention. I'm a main. I buy gear to use for 3 weeks and then I resell it. And while I have that gear, I'm poor and I couldn't afford 4 mil in brews. So I only bought 2 mil in brews.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
It would have pulled 2 million from the platinum. All I'm saying is I need to keep track of how much platinum's there because I don't want to use the platinum at all for anything other
No,
than events.
I get that. That's just also weird to me. Like, do you go into stores not knowing how much money you have?
It's a game. It's not that
The
serious.
economy is the economy. Doesn't matter if it's a game or not.
Well, I think there's a reason why I've been playing for like 8 years and still don't have a Tebow. Like, obviously, I'm not good with my money in this game.
That's just wildly irresponsible.
Do you guys not do that?
I've never
I just assume
ever in my life considered doing that.
I assume I have enough gold. It's not like I'm trying to trick it. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I have
Obviously.
5 mil. So I just like put a buy offer and I'm like, oh, never mind, I don't. Okay, never mind. Sometimes I'll just like
What?
sell a piece of gear I don't use.
You should go to jail. This is insane.
I didn't think that this was weird.
This is weird.
Is it weird? Do you guys? You're an iron, to be fair. Mains,
Okay.
mains, rise up. Please tell me that you don't pay attention to your cash stack. Oh my god, actually, so much people pay attention to their cash stack. 'Cause
Everyone does.
People are always like, "Oh, my cash stack's so big," and I'm like, Why does it matter? You're just gonna buy stuff.
Because it's a waste.
Yeah, I literally, like, the other day, I'm pretty sure, got merched for, like, a few mil because I bought something and then realized I didn't actually wanna use it and sold it for, I think, a few mil less. 'Cause, it was, like, 90 mil. It was the corrupted gloves.
But why'd you sell it right away?
Because I was like, "I don't wanna use this
What'd
anymore."
you use the money for?
Um, the Eye of a Yak.
But you didn't have other money to pay for it? So you lied. Why do you say you have 400 mil cash stack? You don't.
Oh, I don't. I have a 400 mil platinum stack. That is not mine.
Dude, you're poor, bro.
No,
Yeah, you
I
are.
won't be once I sell some of this stuff.
You're not gonna sell anything because you're just gonna get merged. That
And
is
someone
crazy.
it's like that drill tweet where it's like $600 rent, $200 groceries, $2,000 candles. Someone who's good at the economy, help me. My family's dying.
That's just like, I can't imagine going up into Walmart, being like, yeah, put the TV on there.
It's a
Oh,
game.
it's 600. I only have 500. Put it back. And then just leaving. Like, that is crazy.
No,
That
then
is
you take out a
insane.
return from your car, return it, and you're like, all right, I have it
Like,
now.
the whole time the money's been in your hand, the whole time the price has been on the wall, and not once you're like, yeah, that doesn't equal.
And the
You
money
have them bring it all the way to the front. They ring it up and they're like, all right, 750 with tax. And you're like, oh, bad luck. Send it back.
I
Crazy.
think of it like the money's bundled, and you're like, I don't feel like counting this. I hope it's enough.
You're a drug dealer. Who bundles their money like that?
It's a game. I don't actually bundle money. I don't use cash.
You're one of those kids that walked around with like all of their dollar bills, singular, folded up into fourths and stuffed in their pocket, and they take it out. It's just a bunch of like,
Ew,
yeah,
no.
a bunch of
I don't like
crumpled
that.
four-way folded
I don't like
notes.
that. No.
That's you.
No, it's not.
You're like,
This
hopefully
is
this
not
is enough.
this is not real life, Robert. This is RuneScape. Okay? I don't
Jesus.
have platinum coins in real
Yeah,
life.
thank God, or you might reach into it on accident.
Let's keep reading.
You're like, oh, I don't have enough for this TV. Let me just reach into my 401k real quick. I got some in the back.
That's kind of what it is. Like the platinum stack's like my 401k that I don't want to use.
Yeah, thank God that's not available to us.
I wouldn't do that in real life. It's a video game.
Shit, like,
I even have the
how
option to
much
buy
is this
bonds and sell
Gatorade?
them for gold.
Let me pull out some money.
This is not the same. Oh my
Crazy.
gosh. It's
Crazy.
not the same as a game. Anyway, existing trade restrictions such as buy limits remain unchanged. There is also still capped a maximum of 5 million coins for the tax.
Yeah.
Which I've probably paid a few times. They also say we recognize some players may still prefer to trade high value items outside the GE to avoid tax. However, we believe many players would still value seeing the option at the GE for its benefits. I would personally prefer to use at the GE.
Yeah. And if anyone's like, yo, how many items are there actually worth over max cash? Because you always just mention the pick. There's currently like
There's a
5.
Few. Yeah.
And
It's
they're
mostly
all
third age, right?
They're all third age.
Yeah.
There's currently only 5.
I don't know why the pickaxe is like the most popular one though.
I think maybe it's the rarest. I don't know.
I imagine it's got to be the same drop rate as like the axe.
No way.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to look it up right now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
lazy.
like the druidic bottoms, the pickaxe, the axe, stuff like that.
I have no idea. There's some further G changes though. They're actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's actually all the big change is.
Yeah, that's it. These are ideas that are still early and may evolve further. So they're looking at more responsive guide prices. So they better reflect current market conditions day to day, especially new items. It is not accurate. Like look at the OSRS trackers because you might get scammed selling new content for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also have improved item searching because currently you have to be actually very accurate. So now if you just put in like, agility, but spell it like kind of wrong, it'll pull up hopefully something that looks like an agility potion.
Yeah. Clear, I like this a lot. I really hope that this gets added. Clear buy limit indicators showing.
Currently there's none.
Yeah, there's not. It shows when an offer has reached its buy limit and when it will reset. That's why my short that has the most views, like over 500,000 views, I'm literally talking about buying spades. I thought you could only buy 40 spades a day. And so many comments are just like, no, you could buy 40 every 4 hours. And I'm like, but how would I know that?
Oh, I knew that.
How do you know that?
because that's the buy limit. That's
Oh,
when
because
they
you used to do like merching and like
because that's when
actually,
limits reset.
yeah, I did not know the limit like when it happened. So that'd be cool to have a little like countdown to be like, hey, 2 more
To be fair, I didn't
hours.
know when it reset. So
Yeah. Anyway.
anyways, we have better price discovery tools and helping players understand the price required to buy or sell an item more easily.
I don't even really know what that's gonna mean, but okay,
Yeah,
cool, I
either
guess.
way. Hopefully these changes make it nicer for whenever people trade and there's less guesswork. Overall,
Mhm.
just some like quality of life stuff.
Yeah, they're hoping to push this out between late summer and autumn this year, with further G improvements following later.
Yeah,
But of course, like these are all ideas. Who knows?
that's it. And then we have this week's update, which is also kind of bank related, but we've already chatted about this last week.
Yeah, I don't. Was it last week or a couple weeks ago?
Might have been a couple
I
weeks ago, but
don't
either
know.
way,
Bank
very recently,
tags.
yeah, we discussed bank tabs, which or tags with a G,
Completely different.
which is already a thing for RuneLite. So if you're familiar, it's the same thing, but now available on the official client, including mobile.
I'm
So
so excited for this on mobile because on mobile I have to search everything and it pisses me off. I just don't boss.
yeah, just to give you a quick rundown in case you missed it last week. Essentially, this allows you to like right click, add a tag on any piece of gear. Let's say you have a Vorkath setup and you don't like going through your tabs and looking for all the void and looking for all your ammo. You can just right click on all that stuff, create a tag, call it like Vorkath, and then every time you click on this tab with a B that is the Vorkath tag
No.
with a
Oh,
G,
yeah.
then it'll show
Jesus.
all of those items that have been tagged. So you can just quickly be all like, all right, let me go kill Vorkath. Click on the tab for Vorkath. Now all of your items with that tag will be there.
I want to say, because your way of saying it confused me, so I want to say how I would say it.
Sure.
So in my mind, tabs are where you store like this is where all the melee goes, this is where all the mage goes, and that's where they are. They're not going to show up in the first tab anymore. Like whenever you open up the bank, tags still can sit in the melee, mage, and range ones, and it will also additionally be there in your tag for certain bosses. I
No,
like.
you just made it way more
I feel like
complicated.
you made it Wait, I want to do a poll. Who explained it by?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put an option for neither. They both sucked or
they do both
something.
suck.
They both suck.
I mean, it's not my fault that tag and tab are so
Why are they
close.
so? Yeah, we're like tag with a G, like George.
Yeah. It would essentially, you have to do some legwork, but it's essentially the same as being like, what type of content do I want to do? Mining, type in the word mining, and then all of your mining gear shows up.
Can
Is
you type in the word? I didn't even know that.
well, that's the tag.
Oh, naming it.
Yeah,
I
you
thought you
create the
meant.
tag.
Yeah, okay.
So like, yeah, you can tag all of your mining gear. And then whenever you type in mining into your tag system, then all your mining gear will show up. That's the premise.
I'm not going to, but I want to be like, and how I would say.
Yeah, how you would say it is how you spend money, which is just nonsensically.
So they said you don't actually right click to create in the official like mobile and stuff. You're gonna use a little plus button in the top left corner of your bank. It also looks very confusing because there's a plus sign and then your little bank symbol and then another plus sign.
Yeah.
There must be a better way. You can name them anything you want for the title. Usual chat filters do apply, of course, and you can use up to 25 alphanumeric characters. They've also increased it so you could have 20 total tags. They were only going to give 10, and we were like, "Oh, that's like not enough."
It's not
I
many.
think I have more than 20 to be
Yeah, like
honest.
you might want like 5 for some bosses, 5 for some skills, and then you're done.
Yeah. You can also get a search box where you can select an item to represent your tag as an icon. You can use like anything in the game, tradable or untradeable.
Literally any icon in the game.
Yeah, like I'll put like pets for bosses. And then yeah, just like drag and drop them into the little tags and they're easy to use. You can also like have a little layout. I recently did this for like Coliseum to make it look like how it looks like on your combat, like helm, body, legs stacked. I used to not, I used to just have them like horizontally.
Yep.
You can also duplicate stuff if for whatever reason you want to have a tag with a G full of T-bows. You can make it look like that. You're only going to have one item though. It's just for appearances only. And you can have blank spaces without adding the ugly red circle thing, the bank filler.
Placeholders.
Placeholders, yeah. Removing an item from a tag is as easy as selecting remove from tag from the menu. You could delete the whole tag by opening the tags menu and select delete tag. You are going to get warned first, so you won't actually mess it up. You can drag the tags up and down the list so your favorite current activities are higher up if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not going to have anything to do with the potion storage though and group iron. Those are going to be separate.
Yeah.
Anyway, they have a couple examples from different content creators. So they show streamer Megan's tag layout for doing some elite clues. I never thought about making a tag for clues. I have them all in the first tab of my bank and it looks so freaking ugly.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do this. Thanks, Megan. And then MMORPG has a Doom tag that they show. The Cookies has a little farming one, and then Mutts has also Delve on here as well.
Yeah.
Just very different gear on both of those accounts, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some cool examples if you want to get inspired.
And that is, I mean, kind of it. Like you said, there is no interaction with the potion storage because it's technically in the coding a different storage, so they can't really interact with it easily. So if you still want the tags to work with your potions, you have to take them out of the storage.
And
So
this won't affect your RuneLite tags if you already have them. This is like in the base client and mobile.
yeah.
So don't worry, you're not going to lose all of them. I would be pissed if I
Yeah.
lost
In
all my
case, in case
tags.
anyone was wondering and not familiar with how like the system actually works, none of this actually affects your items, where they are, or anything with your bank. This is strictly like a
Quality of life appearance thing.
it's a strictly a revisualization tool.
Yes.
It doesn't actually move any of your gear.
Yeah. So I love this. There is a current issue of duplicate icons appearing when searching for a suitable bank tag icon. They're going to resolve that later because it's not a big deal. I like this first thing a lot.
This is one of the biggest complaints I saw recently.
It's actually one of the biggest axes now. So we're talking about do you like my segue? We're talking about the League 6 rewards tweaks. I can't even do a segue without pausing to be like, did you like it?
I didn't even get it.
Because it says it's one of the biggest axes now. They made the Soul Reaper ornament kit bigger.
Yeah,
They
I
made
just
the
don't
axe
know how
bigger.
that was a segue.
Well, it was like funny.
We weren't even talking about
It was like
axes.
funny.
Okay. So anyways, if you thought that the axe for the Soul Reaper ornament kit was pretty dinky or dainty, now it is quite a bit bigger.
It looks really good, actually. Some people were like making jokes on making it even bigger and stuff, but it looks pretty sick.
I think it should be bigger.
Really?
Well,
just make it the size of Yama's, just like
make it
bigger than your
huge.
body.
Make it huge, dude.
That'd be really funny.
Anyways, this has been a slight adjustment. The Demonic Pack's Throne Scroll also no longer has a construction level requirement to apply to a demonic throne.
So I'm assuming demonic thrones you can boost for.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Because I didn't think about that. I might actually be able to boost just to make one. Because I have that scroll and I forgot you have to have 99 construction. I only have I think I have 96 though.
It looks pretty underwhelming, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. The uncharged Toxic Trident EO has been made darker to make it more visually distinct from the Trident of the Swamp version. Also, the icons for Trident of the Seas O have been rotated to match its non-ornament version.
The equipping the two-handed League 6 trophy and the Storm Cruiser's coat will no longer form a tail behind you.
God, I wish that I'd tried some of these things. Ornamenting the Trident of the Swamp, Seas, and Ivan staff now works in both ways, either by using the staffs on the respective ornament kits or by using the kits on the staffs.
The examine text for League 6 trophies has been updated to reflect the extended end date of the league.
Damn, why are they putting us on blast like that? Although it's not Demon Packs related, we have a Leagues related bug fix they want to mention. Fallow the Bard will now accept the Trailblazer Reloaded variant of the Infernal Axe for his clue step ratio on the Infernal Axe.
Yep, that's it. Also, they are aware, and I think Mod Kieran did say that he kind of doesn't like the fact that the Slayer helm does require 1,000 Slayer points, as
I
it
did
always
not
has.
realize I bought a Slayer helm, went to Durda, went to unlock it, and I was like, oh, I have 40 points. I can't
Yeah,
even do this.
This is exactly how the Twisted recolor works and everything like that too. So this isn't something new.
Oh, so
but
they'd have to refund the Twisted if they decide to do it.
yeah, so but either way, Mod Kieran already said that he kind of agrees that this shouldn't cost 1,000 Slayer points, so this might get retroactively reverted in the future.
If it's changed, that'd be cool because I'd get the Twisted ones back too.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Also, there's a League 6 survey, so you can give your input for the next leagues. That'll happen in a couple years.
Yeah. You totally did not realize that there was more updates below leagues.
I mean, who cares about those?
There's like 5 things.
Who really cares about
It's
those?
okay to make a mistake. So next is, sorry, you scrolled down more than I realized you did.
Is there anything else
We're
really?
halfway through the vlog.
It's fine.
Sailing improvements. They added 2 new Slayer unlocks to Frost Dragons. So chance of heavy frost, this unlock allows you to increase the weighting of Frost Dragons from 5 to 8 on Neve and Duradel. And Icy Dragon, Oh, icy dragon, like icy. I
Yes,
literally was reading my head and I was like, I don't get it. Icy
like
dragon. Wow.
ICEE.
Yeah. I'm or ICY.
No,
No, like a
ICEE.
slushy. I used to
Yes.
love those.
Yep.
The second lock allows you to increase the task length of Frost Dragon task. You can have it to be assigned from between 180 and 240 from Neve and Durdle specifically with this.
Big.
They both cost 100 points to unlock.
Also, there are some bounty task changes. First, the chance of receiving rewards and unique drops from these particular bounty creatures will now scale based on your contribution towards killing the creature.
I think that this was in part due to that plugin we were talking about.
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I read something about like the update has to do with the plugin.
Maybe it does. I don't really know the mechanisms,
Yeah,
but
whatever.
yeah. This change applies to unique drops from the Great Whites, Armored Krakens, Vamp Krakens, Veiled Krakens, Orcas, and Narwhals.
Yeah, so if you are, for example, going with 8 other players and all hitting the same shark, whoever hits it the most has the best chance of getting it.
Yeah, and if you have multiple tasks at the same time, like let's say you have 3 different Kraken tasks, then you only get progress for one at a time.
I actually hate that
Yeah.
because I like doing the 2 tasks at once.
Yep,
And I'm
too
like,
bad.
oh, okay, cool, it's fine. They also fixed a bug causing Veiled Kraken to give off-task rates for the Dragon Cannon Barrel. Who
GG.
reported that?
I don't know.
I'd just be like, well, I'm so spooned. Other sailing changes. They said we're adjusting the market value of several sailing uniques to better align them with their current GE prices. This is to ensure they work with existing systems that rely on items market value, such as Death's Coffer. So it's just basically like all the uniques like Keelpards,
All the
Bottle
ones that
Storm,
they
Inky
increased the
Paint.
drop rate of have been devalued, but still had the
Ooh,
GE value of
honestly,
higher.
if you use Death's Coffer, last week was the week to take advantage of this. Everything went down.
Yeah, sure.
Oh well. This is not going to change the GE price at all. So it's literally only if you use like Death's Coffer or something like that.
Also, there's a couple more random
These are
improvements
good
for
ones though,
sailings. If
actually.
you loot a sea creature while operating a cannon, you no longer have to re-engage with the cannon. This means you'll continue firing automatically.
I might actually start using the cannon instead of bringing a blowpipe. I said these are good. I mostly meant the first one. I don't even know what this is talking about. If you're already overhealed from a haddock and have between 100 and 108 hit points, eating another will now correctly restore your hit points to 109.
I'm guessing
I've
it gave
never
you
even
more.
eaten one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Anyways, something else that we've never
I
done
was
is
gonna say something else. I have no idea.
the Truver parchment system
Oh,
rework.
do you say Truver? I say Trouver.
Yeah, just say Truver.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way you pronounce it, this has been changed quite a bit, actually. There's a blog back in April, and it's essentially just those changes, but now in the flesh.
Yeah, so they put on here, I'm going to read their synopsis because I low-key don't understand still. In a nutshell, a Traveler Parchment allows you to lock your untradeable items by using them on Purdue, preventing them from being lost on PvP death. However, once you've died, the Traveler Parchment would be lost. So then you have to go and relock it, or you could permanently lose the item if you get PK'd. I
Yeah.
didn't understand that, and I went and did it once with the Fire Cape, and I don't think I lost it though. And then this blog came out after, and I was like, oh, okay. And I just never did it again.
Yeah, so for instance, if you're like in 50 Wildy with Inferno Cape and you traversed your cape, then it won't get deleted, it'll just get broken. You have to repair it, and then you'd have to traverse it again if you went to 50 again, unless you wanted to lose it.
Yeah, and that's not going to be the case now. So going forward, untradables with no combat benefits should never be lost on death. I like how they
AKA
say should in case there's mistakes.
Yeah, so like this, for example, is any graceful. You can bring
Yeah.
graceful into wilderness now, and it won't be lost on death.
I would say I might wait a week to try that just in case, because that would
Sure.
be very annoying to get back. Untradables with some combat bonuses should break and need repairing without a Traveler Parchment. Untradables with strong combat bonuses should need to be traveled once, then never again. First, untradeable items that previously didn't break, like you said, the graceful, will no longer be lost above 20 wilderness. And that's already a thing where it wouldn't be lost below 20 anyway.
Yeah.
They have like a list of what's considered the mid tier, and it's including the Fire Cape, which hurt my feelings, the Imbued God Capes, the Masori.
Well,
is
before we get into this,
similar,
let's talk about there's 3 tiers, which we just talked about.
but
But let's
skip.
let's go over the first tier. You just
Oh.
immediately skip to the second tier.
Okay, stuff that you should not lose include Divine Rune Pouch. This is the wrong link. There's no way.
No, that's correct.
This is the hard stuff. This is the
So
untradeable item that is on this list.
yeah, so these are all the items that don't break on death anymore.
Wait, hold on one second. Untradeable equipment that's been locked And the unprotected items with the suffix are prevented from becoming destroyed or dying. Wow. Oh, it's because they're all like okay, never mind. So Blessed Dezana's quiver, they all have the L for locked, Void Ranger,
Yeah,
Ancient
all the void
Scepters.
stuff, all the scepter, fighter's torso, all those things can no longer be lost.
When
Even
they're locked.
yeah, when they're locked with the Traveler above level 20 wilderness. So
Yeah.
yeah, you'll just never lose them essentially.
The combat ones that would break and need repairing without a Trover? Yes. Those are like the Fire Cape, Imbued God Capes. Also, Ava's Assembler, which I'm pretty excited about. Defenders, which I never bring to the wilderness. So,
Now you can bring them.
yeah. And randomly, like all this stuff from Barbarian Assault.
Yeah. So these ones, and let me just double check so like the Dragon Defender, it'll break and need to be repaired without a Traveler.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, but so I'm guessing with a Traveler you just need to repair them, or will they not be broken?
I think
No, it
it's
says right here. Yeah, you can still,
you'll continue to receive their broken version and can repair
but
them.
won't be lost.
Yeah. I still don't love the way they're explaining this. Third, higher tier untradables will continue to use the Traveler Parchment system, but the crucial change, once a parchment has been used on item, it will remain in that state forever. It will not be lost on death. So on death below 20 wildy, or in PvP worlds for fights of the GE, for example, these higher tier items will simply break and be repairable with the current fee. On death above 20 wilderness, it'll become mangled and require a higher fee of 500k to fix. You can still use item on Purdue to remove the Traveler Parchment should you wish to. Know that if you do not add the parchment to your higher tier items, they will continue to be lost above 20 wilderness.
Yeah.
So it is like it's just like basically all the items that we already
I don't
listed.
know why they separate these things so weirdly, because to me it seems like the tier 3 items, the ones we were just
The
talking
tier 3
about.
list is the same as the tier 1 list, but without the L next to them.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing. So just, make sure to lock it. Make
So
sure to
yeah,
get that L.
all the void stuff, all the Inferno Cape,
All this will be
the
lost
stuff.
past 20 if you do not use Traveler. So
Yes.
use Traveler.
So it really just seems
I hate the way
like
they worded it, right?
as long as you use a Traveler on a piece of gear, it can only ever be broken. It can never disappear.
Yeah, the most you'll ever have to pay is 500k. Only
Yeah.
if they're really good items.
Like it seems like if it's just a slightly worse item, you pay less. If it's a more expensive item, or you dive deeper into the wilderness, you pay more.
Yeah.
As long as it's Traveler, you can still lose an item. I don't know why they had to separate it into like
They
three
made
things.
it kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't like how they said it. But regardless, you guys, if you're taking to wilderness and it's untradeable, get the Traveler thing. It's
Yeah.
worth it.
So yeah, just for clarification, they all of these tier 3 items that we just mentioned, the Inferno, the Void set, these ones, they only need to be traveled once,
Mhm.
and then you just repair them. The other items that we mentioned earlier, the tier 2 stuff, which is, I think they mess us up by adding this.
I agree by the first tier.
There's really only tier 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Tier 2 is stuff that previously would be like broken or lost. Now you don't even need to travel them. So like the fire cape, the mage capes,
It'll still be broken. You
it'll
still
be
have to repair
broken,
it.
but you don't need to travel them.
And thank you if you're still with us on this, if you didn't click like 30-second skip till we're all done.
Yeah.
Because we're like live having epiphany what's going on.
It says, okay, let's to be clear, they do this to themselves. They said they said, okay, all of these items that don't, benefit your combat will not be lost above 20 wilderness. Click this link if you want to see other items on this list.
Wait.
You click the link and it takes you to the void one.
Pause because we might have made a mistake. It even says in the link, this applies to any untradeable item that is not found on this list.
No, that's stupid.
Well, we didn't read the link. Why would you write it on the link?
Why would they put it? Why would they put it a paragraph before they even talked about it?
I don't know. I feel like it's not our fault at all.
No, whoever made this is
all
a
of the
fool.
mods. How dare you try to make us look stupid? Anyway, no need to get extra travelers from now on. Lastly, in cases where items are kitted using like ornament kits, the usual behavior will occur. Whoever kills you will receive the ornament kit used, provided the kit is tradable. For example, on death above level 20 wildy, the Dragon Defender trim will break, but it will not be lost. The Dragon Defender kit will go to the PKer. So it says that's tradable. I'm assuming that means I could bring like my Asmontum's Fang with the ornament kit if I wanted to. but
Yeah.
I certainly cannot do a 500 now. I can't even do a freaking 250 anymore. So I don't know if I want to risk it.
Well, the
Or
only
400,
reason
not
only reason
500.
this was usable or useful is because the ornament kits were usually a lot cheaper than Travelers.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you'd bring like your ornament kit occult because the ornament kit's really cheap.
Oh yeah, people would do that. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Though it didn't make into this game update, by the way, there's one more change they want to make. Attempting to enter the wilderness with any untradeable item that requires a traveler parchment to be protected will display a warning to make sure you're aware. I actually really like that because I don't want to scroll through a freaking list on the wiki to figure out what is and isn't protected.
Yeah.
I
There's
guess they would show it.
also a bunch of last man standing changes. Honestly, it's just swapping out of gear, brews, serums, like stuff like that.
A lot of stuff for like starter kits, like the Berserker ring now is Berserker imbued. They added Oathplate helm to the max med defensive pool, and
They like swapped out the dragon dagger for claws and the
that's
max
kind of
med.
big, right?
Yeah.
What the heck?
If you play LMS, I'd check out these. There's only like 8 changes. I just figured.
Oh, one thing of note that I feel like would maybe be affected, but I don't know, I don't do LMS much. If sharks are dropped on the floor because the inventory was entirely full, the sharks received when refilling your inventory after a kill will stay on the floor for only 1 minute. It used to be 10.
Yeah.
So if you're
Okay.
used to being spoiled with a bunch of sharks on the floor, get over that. You're not going to anymore.
True, but you can still drop them.
And huge Amir's arena changes too.
Yeah, they added the ancient warriors weapons.
Wow. Exciting stuff.
Big.
Other changes.
Yeah, that's it. So we have some other changes. The herb patch in Weiss and Trollheim now show the herb that they contain.
The hitbox on Huasca herbs now matches that of other herbs.
Used to be the old small one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They adjusted the Portal Nexus interface to make options easier to read.
The Blue Moon Spear special attack tooltip now refers to the Blue Moon set by its correct name.
And they fixed a bug where a player that used the spec for Vesta's spear
Bounty Hunter.
and then switch weapons ranged damage wasn't being blocked. Now both melee and ranged are being blocked regardless.
Okay, whatever. I don't even know what that means.
True.
Level up messages will no longer list the same spell multiple times when it's available through more than one spell book. I love it. It's just over Fire Blast, Fire Blast, Fire Blast.
And the bottomless milk bucket now works with Daenerys dairy cows.
On the C++ client, if you have an active clue with Clue Helper setting on, the music player will now automatically scroll to the track you need for Cecilia.
Cool.
And then a bunch of Z-Buffer stuff.
Yeah, Z-Buffer stuff, Deadman stuff. We've already talked about that.
It's live on the 20th. If you are listening before then, it's going to be on the Old School RuneScape Twitch. It's at 1 p.m. CDT, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. Which one's BST? Is that England? I don't know.
Yeah.
7
no
p.m.
idea.
if you're in England. It will run for roughly 8 hours.
That's too long.
Oh, that is such a long time. Oh
That's
my
way too
God.
long.
Have fun if you're going to Chicago.
I mean, people did pay $500, so it better
You
run
know
for
what?
a while.
I'd be like, this is better be a sleepover.
Yeah. Maybe if you don't have anything to do while the Deadman is going on, then potentially you can bake a cake.
I love this. I think that Bitter is probably going to enter again. So they're doing a Blood Moon Rises baking competition. In celebration of its launch, our Discord mods are doing a theme baking contest, whether it's cake, pie, cookies, or any bakery baked good of your preference. Unleash your level 99 baking skill, and they want it to be Blood Moon Rises themed. You can do this in the Discord official channel. It started on June 15th. It's going to end on June 19th at 4 p.m. UTC.
June 29th.
Oh my God. Yeah, 29th. Jesus, that is, yeah, it's going for 2 weeks. Sorry.
Yeah.
4 p.m. UTC. So
You can have this idea for free, by the way. What you should do is you should get a cake, make it look exactly like the guy from Alien, and then do the chest burster as
the
the Worm
King.
King.
Yeah. I was thinking of something so much easier because I'm like not good at that. I was just thinking like, you know, like those molten cakes where you open them and like lava comes out.
Yeah.
Just do that, but it's all red and like make it the cake look like a moon. I don't know.
True. You
And
could
then
do that.
blood.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could do that. But my idea is way better, but yeah, you could do that.
It's definitely more intricate.
Anyways, if you want something more intricate, you could also buy a Jumbo Boss plushie. They have things like Cerberus, Jad, and Mole if you want some plushies.
Yeah, these are by Makeshift once again. The Jad one comes with a little healer, and I'm obsessed with the little healer. I wish they sold it alone. And the Mole comes with a baby naked mole rat.
Yeah, it looks just like you.
What?
Anyways, that's it for this week's update.
Yeah, if you thought that was exciting, you probably didn't.
Yeah, we've
to be
been
fair.
dragging you guys along.
We've been milking the content, you could
Influencer style.
say. It's time to talk about the raid's first rewards proposal.
We saved the best for last.
Yes. Want to read the disclaimer?
Yeah. So, a quick disclaimer before we start. While we know this blog is going to spark a lot of discussion, we won't be back to update it within the week. Obviously, there's some Chicago dead man stuff going on, so you might not see an update on this for a little bit, actually. In
Yeah.
March, we shared the rewards primer blog detailing their thoughts. And obviously, this is a pretty big milestone for the raid. As intended, that blog kicked up a bunch of conversation and spawned a whole host of suggestions covering a wide range of potential avenues to explore. Like we mentioned this before, every other post was a raid like drop suggestion.
Yeah.
And
I think we even posted a VOD from the podcast of us talking about our
yeah.
suggestions.
Anyways, they didn't go with practically any of them except for one.
Hmm.
There's loads more that they could say about the rationale and stuff like that, but we want to read but we know that you read the word proposal in the title and are likely already scrolling to the good stuff.
No,
So
because we're good readers. We read it, actually.
sure.
I want to start off first by saying, because they're like, sorry guys, no update next week. Just as a reminder, again, we're gonna be in Germany. No update for you guys for a few weeks. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you know what? By the time that we update, it will have so many iterations of this blog, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That will have the most pristine
We
version
could do a hilarious impromptu
in Germany.
if they reveal anything crazy, but if not, then probably not.
Just do it. Honestly, like my phone's microphone's probably not that bad.
Probably not.
Yeah. And we'll just turn on a camera.
Yeah.
Easy. We'll have Fem's gonna stay with us at one of our hotels. We'll just have her film us.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys.
I figured we could just do it with everyone and get their feedback
God,
on a
that'd be
game
so
that they don't
cool.
really play that
Ninja's
much.
just gonna say shit game.
Yeah, well, he's not
I don't
wrong.
want to ask him.
Okay. Anyways, what's the first item they're giving us?
It's untradeable. The Fractured Archive Teleport. Fed up of running out of Gothixian Temple Tele Scrolls, why not get your hands on an ancient convenience item to provide unlimited tellies back to Fractured Archive? It's going to be very similar to the ancient tablet used to upgrade Zarek's Talisman for Chambers. So they haven't said if it's going to be like a spell, if it's going to be attached to jewelry, or how exactly it's going to work, but this is going to be your go-to teleport somehow to get to the new raid.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be a necklace like Zarek's Talisman.
Yeah, I guess that
Or an
Draken's is
item.
the same for Tob. What does TOA have? TOA doesn't have one.
It has no, the staff takes you right there.
It takes you next to outside. You still have to do like an agility shortcut.
It's pretty close.
No, but you know, like Chambers and Tob, it's right there. So it's actually kind of interesting that it doesn't have a designated drop.
I mean, I guess so, but they have the staff and also the circle.
The fairy
the
ring.
Drummond staff.
No, I
They're
agree.
both really close.
I agree. I think they're good. I just think compared to the other two, it is kind of weird that there's nothing to take you straight in there.
I don't think it's that weird.
I think it's a little weird. Anyway, want to read the next one?
The next one's also untradeable. It's the elemental fragments. They're really big on the elements. They're kind of stuffing it down our throat these
the
days.
elements, yeah.
So similar to the Karis partisan jewels that you get inside of Tombs of Amaska, we expect that these jewels are going to be kind of like pity RNG mechanics as well. And something,
Or they're gonna have pity RNG mechanics?
yeah, they're gonna have some pity RNG
okay.
mechanics, and they're more of like a checkoff thing, so you should be able to get them pretty quickly. These are gonna provide max 2 hit for all of your elemental spells.
Oh, you read it backwards. I was like, what does it do?
Yeah, so
Okay.
all of your elemental spells will get a +2 max hit potentially, and you consume a tear that Guthix shed in remembrance of an element, and that is how you'll actually get these things.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I mean, I like the scepters, so this is pretty sick.
True.
I like this actually. You
Okay.
texted me that you didn't like it.
No, I don't like it.
So this is tradable. The first of the tradables. It's a hybrid armor set. Well, mostly I just love this design.
Yeah, the design's cool.
The design is very cool. They describe it as magically constructed sheets of stone held together with roots. It looks very like earthy, and it's giving like earthbender vibes.
It's giving druidic vibes.
It's giving like druid earthbender, like, but also can use like stones. I don't know. I like the helmet. It has like a mask, and then it also has like thorns. Oh my god, is that very like crucifying?
What?
Like it looks like the thorn, like crown of thorns.
Okay.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, but no, that's not.
I know, but I realized when I was saying out loud, I was like, oh my god, wait.
Oh my god, this is blasphemy.
Is this blasphemy? Am I going to hell? Anyway, I think it looks really cool, but I would like you to read it to us. what's like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm good
this
talking.
this is a hybrid set. I think we kind of mentioned that. So they don't even have a name for it. They just call it hybrid. So this is going to require 75 magic, 78 defense for all the
Oh, it's hybrid for
pieces.
melee and mage. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Yeah. And the hybrid part is the fact that these all have plus to melee and plus to magic for attack. And they also sport pretty high defenses, like 50s and 60s for the helmets, 70s and 80s for the legs, and then 100s for the body as
And a
far as
lot of
defense go.
prayer too. You know what I
Huge
love?
amounts of prayer.
I love because they never do this. They only ever list stuff. They actually put highlights,
Yeah.
which they should start doing that because I always have Robert read these because I don't know how to read all these numbers. I don't know what's normal.
Yeah, so they also have high amounts of prayer, an okay amount of melee strength, and also a good amount of magic damage percent on all of the pieces. The melee bonus accuracies more than Bandos, which has no melee accuracies, but less than specific options like the Oathplate or the Inquisitor. Notably, this is the first armor set to support stab accuracy bonus of any
Oh,
kind.
I didn't notice that. So Oath Plate for Slash, Inquisitor Crush, and now we have a stab one, even though it's not really the equivalent to those because it's also mage.
That's true, but it is by far
It's
the
something.
best
Yeah.
stab set, and they completely missed the fact that we already have a stab set in the game,
What's
the
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 stab set?
mixed hide set.
Oh, but doesn't have the stab accuracy bonus, I
Yes, it
guess.
does.
It just says this is the first armor sporting a stab accuracy bonus
I
of
mean,
any
do you want to
kind.
pull up
I do
what the mixed
actually.
hide set gives?
Because why would they say that? Are you thinking maybe the stab bonus, not the
No, I'm
accuracy?
just thinking they're wrong.
Oh, let me see. So I'll pull up the mixed hide top, and then where would you even see it?
It says literally right there, plus
Where?
4
It says +4. Can you point to it, please? I don't know where you're looking at.
under attack bonus.
Attack bonus isn't the same as accuracy bonus, is it?
That is what it is.
What? Why? That's weird.
That's how you measure accuracy in this
I
game.
thought accuracy was a different thing.
No.
Oh, whatever. I don't know how to read
Yeah,
this,
your
but
attack bonus is your accuracy bonus in case you're not sure like Michelle.
allegedly.
Yeah. I think they say that it's not a set just because it's, I guess, not from a raid or something, but it
But
is
it
a
is
set
kind
of
of a
gear
set.
and it is stab and it does have strength bonus.
I don't know. I'm kind of weirded out by that. Anyway, additionally, magic accuracy bonuses. They are a bit below ancestral robes, but should remain very competitive at most content when you're using mage.
No negative defense bonuses, which
That's
is kind of
really
crazy.
cool.
So it is slightly worse than Bandos against melee and range, but it does have 28 magic defense, which is pretty good. It's lower than ancestral, but the other differences are in the defenses are much higher.
A whopping 16 plus prayer bonus, which is very close to Proselyte's 18. It's definitely lower than the plus 24 from the Sunfire Fanatic, but I mean, this is completely different from Sunfire Fanatic.
Yeah,
If you need a prayer bonus, you're not going to go for this over that. I
true.
mean, maybe,
I mean, maybe
maybe depending what you're
this
doing.
is going to be a very powerful set.
It is.
More melee strength than Bandos and Oathplate, but the full set is 5 melee strength less than Torva, so you'll always be getting more max hits with Torva,
Of course.
even 2 sometimes.
Magic damage is in line with Virtus, but less than Ancestral. That means that if your max hit with no armor on is 34 above, you'd always gain an additional max hit with the Ancestral set over the set. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
So this is, like they said, a hybrid set. So they hope that maybe if you need some stab bonus or some prayer bonus or some magic stuff and melee stuff at the same time, then you'll use this. And yeah, no more bringing void is, I guess, kind of their goal for some of it.
I want to read their reasoning because I thought this was kind of random. So they said they wanted a set that's aiming to serve two combat styles that can't be best in slot on either of them, but needs to be compelling enough an option that players with max gear might still want them. So they can get extra space that comes with solving two styles with one set, while players not yet sporting absolute max will be pleased to obtain a piece. So that's why they wanted a melee magic one, effectively mitigating the biggest downside of style specific sets for melee or mage. I like this. Actually, I think it's pretty good because I do go sometimes places where I would like mage and melee bonuses.
Yeah.
So I don't even know where. Naturally, I can't think of anywhere. Bandos, I guess. Right? Question mark?
I don't know. What melee would you do at Bandos that then you're gonna mage?
No, I just want melee defensive while I'm
Oh,
maging for the
I
minions.
see.
Because they kind of smack when you're ring ancestral, man.
They
They
do.
hit crazy.
They have high accuracy in general.
I don't know if you guys heard of my tutorial on how to solo
Yeah,
garage
you
door.
just use 2 bill in gear and that's it.
I made a short saying how I do it like a couple years ago, and I still get comments on it because I say you freeze it and then using your ancestral full mage with a shadow, you just shadow it.
Very
And people
easy.
still make fun of it. And I'm like, that's where I said I do this, not you do this. So this would make my little setup better. I wouldn't get smacked as much, but I wouldn't be hitting as hard.
Yeah, I
So
was like, I still think you'd use ancestral.
I have to heal a lot from the minions though.
Yeah,
Be
you'd have to
honest.
heal more if you are fighting him for longer because you have less accuracy.
That's true. That's something
Shadow's
that
only good with max accuracy.
I know. It's kind of
So it's like you're still going to use it.
they actually, I mean, that touches on something that they speak about for the next unique, which is the best defense in RuneScape is offense.
It is.
So
It
that
always
makes
has been.
this a little sus. But I mean, it is really nice if you're like learning Tob and you don't want to bring Void because you just need to like you do mage and melee. You could just bring this. Like,
Yeah.
pretty sick option. Why don't you like it?
There's
Or it's just in general.
myriad reasons.
Oh my god.
Honestly.
Okay.
The only
into
good
it.
thing about it is the design.
The design is very cool. Really
Uh,
like the design.
Number one, I think hybrid sets are
I don't love hybrid sets.
they're ruined to this game.
I think that this is better than like Blood Moon Rises. What? What are they called?
I don't know.
The like the lion, the jaguars that you fight and you hate it. Oh, Moon's Apparel.
Moon's Apparel.
Yes. I was
That's
thinking
just
the
terrible
blood
design.
outfit. But those are the only other hybrids that I could think of. And I don't like those because I'm like, why would I need that? Because I'm higher
Oh.
level. So this is like a higher level version of those.
Yeah, I don't like hybrids because I think the combat triangle is very important for this game.
Yeah.
There should be things that are just counters and then you feel weaker when you're not bringing the correct thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this is a stopgap in between things where it's like I think it lessens the impact of other things if you have hybrid stopgaps.
I agree with that. I do think it's a little weird, obviously, that the other raids all have best in slot and this one doesn't. But at the same time,
Well-
it's the 4th raid and there's only 3 things in the combat triangle, so it makes it a little
All
tough.
right, what armor does Tob have that's best in slot?
Oh wow, Top doesn't have best in slot.
And you can even argue that Masori is not best in slot just because
Really?
Void, which is a hybrid piece, is better in a lot of cases.
I use Masori everywhere. I know nothing of this.
Yeah, Void just straight up does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like it. I think that there will definitely be iterations on it in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
I don't think anything that they brought up is going to stay exactly the same, to be honest.
I think for what it is, it's fine.
Yeah.
In a good spot. I think their numbers, their rationale is fine. I just don't agree with it.
Don't agree with it in general or coming from a raid. Would you agree with
In
it if it's coming
general.
from a boss?
No.
Oh, really?
Hell no.
Oh, hell no. Okay.
Yeah, the only reason that this is kind of okay is because it's going to be rare.
Yeah.
But I think hybrid gear is terrible. I think Void is one of the most detrimental sets in the game
Void is-
as far
but-
as creation space goes.
Void's all 3, so that makes it a little different.
Yeah, this is 2. It's not far off.
It is far off.
And it's defensive, which you could even argue is the third thing
think that's
because
why I like
Void
it.
doesn't have armor. So that's its only downfall.
I like it. Don't know if it's good for the game or not, but personally I would like this and I'd like to use it.
Second biggest reason is I think similarly sets are ruination to this game.
I did see something recently, or it was even maybe in response to this on Reddit, because I was trying to look up some stuff before I we recorded this, and someone was saying why do they keep only making sets
Yeah.
instead of individual pieces?
Yeah.
I
think it's a
not just
common-
a top and body.
Yeah.
It's always with a helm now.
Yeah, I think it's a common sentiment.
It's interesting. I never even thought of that, to be honest.
Yeah. I
I
think
can't
it's
even think of examples that aren't sets.
well, I mean we could just look at
Oh, Barrows only has top and bottom.
You mean Bandos?
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna
Barrows
say
the 5-piece.
yeah. I was like, what? I was gonna agree. I was gonna make the same point is if you looked at Bandos, it's the 2-piece, and then you would wear prims on the bottom and then
Whatever helm you
yeah,
wanted.
whatever helm. And that's still kind of what is meta now, which is two-piece Oathplate top Torva,
Oh, really?
helmet Torva,
Mm.
because the Oathplate helmet is notoriously bad.
Oh, I don't have Torvus. I use the Fleet helmet.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that immediately shatters anyone's like, oh, but it looks better. I'm like, okay, like two-piece Oathplate with top Torva is meta and it does look bad.
Does
Who cares?
yeah. I
Plus, everyone just, not everyone, but a lot of people are using the Fashionscape plugin nowadays. So who cares?
I do think that is a valid thing for artists on their team. They're literally artists. I'm sure it is very frustrating to see these like ugly mismatching sets to be like, oh my god, I could have made something so much prettier.
I mean, you could say that, and I'm not gonna be so like trying to like be argumentative that I'll be like, no, you're wrong. It's like, sure, that's kind of true, but also Bandos with a needs helm with a Serp helm or needs helm or whatever helm plus Prims looks sick. Everyone thinks it looks sick. No one thinks
Yeah.
it looks bad.
I think that the color schemes work for that, whereas like Torva and Oathplate's color schemes do not work.
No, yeah, that's just a design choice though.
Yeah, true.
So it's like I think one, they're backing themselves into a corner by doing this because
Okay.
every time you make a piece of gear, you have to make three.
Yeah.
Good luck doing that. None of these have set effects, so there's no real point of having a set anyways.
That makes me like it more actually that doesn't have a set effect.
That
So then
makes
it doesn't
me
feel bad if you mix and match.
that makes me like it less because it feels pointless.
Oh,
Why
okay.
make a set if there's no point of having the set?
Interesting take. Okay.
And then the third is like, yeah, they're backing that they're artificially closing their design space by
Mm,
doing this.
okay.
And also the most boring part of every other MMO I've ever played is gear.
Really?
Because there is one best in slot set for every Elder Scrolls Online has a million sets, you get the good ones. You can wear multiple of them, but you get the good ones. World of Warcraft, infamously, there is the one good set. All the other ones are irrelevant.
I disagree with that in this situation, actually.
I don't know
So
how.
I don't know if you remember whenever I first was able to upgrade away from Obsidian, I was
hmm
pissed that there wasn't a next best that you use for everything. Because now we have so many side grades. We have Oathplate, we have Inquisitors, we have Justy, I guess, if we really want defense. We have Torva. I think that that actually like is against your point that now none of the sets are irrelevant because this is building its own niche.
It's not a niche though. It's literally a hybrid. It's supposed to be good at multiple things.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like best. So if you are good at the game and don't need as much food, you'll still just bring best in slot melee and best in slot mage. Is my thinking.
Oh, I was thinking the opposite. If you're good at the game, you'll bring best in slot. If you're not, you'll bring this and you'll have more food.
That's no, that's what I meant. Yeah, like if you are good at
Oh, because I think you said not best
oh
or
yeah,
not
no,
good at
no.
the game.
So this I think is going to be more of like a learner set while you work on
Yeah.
getting the other stuff, which I think is kind of a niche in some way because it also will like save you inventory and there's always going to be people who need inventory for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see the usefulness, which is why I don't think it's good.
Mm.
I don't think we need more things for people to learn. I think we just need for gear to be good or to be more attainable.
Do you have an idea of what you would want instead, or you just want to see what else they could cook
Singular
up?
strong pieces,
What kind?
any kind.
I guess a
Like
stab
you
one.
can have like a singular strong chest. You're like, damn, this is the tank chest. It makes you take flat reduced damage, like the piece we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
But it's just a chest piece.
Okay.
Like it doesn't have to be a full set that is like practically meaningless. Like who's gonna use this?
Yeah.
Not obviously people are gonna use this. I'm not saying no one's gonna use it, but I'm just so like, this is just that I don't like the idea of hybrid
Okay.
because then it becomes like good at multiple places. A lot of people are going to use it, which is kind of like why I said who's going to use it. It's like everyone's going to use it. Like that's the
Yeah.
meme.
It's funny because when you first told me about it, I didn't like it because I was like, I'm never going to use this. And then I read it and I was like, oh, I kind of want this.
And I also hate it because I'm like, a lot of people, everyone's going to look the same if we all just do the set thing that you enjoy so much.
I do like how now it's not just like Torva's the best. There's also Oathplate. And if there will be like different stuff for Inquisitors, like got stronger or whatever.
Yeah.
I do like how I see people wearing more gear now.
Yeah. I still don't. The only reason I don't agree with the set methodology as well is because like you can do the same thing without sets.
Hmm. You can just
Like,
add 3 items.
well, I mean, it's the same thing with Torvo or with Oathplate, right? We
Hmm.
just talked about it. There's 3 pieces. People wear the good pieces and that's it.
Hmm.
You could just wear, or you could have just added 1 piece that's good, and people will wear the 1 piece.
Yeah, I guess
It's the same exact.
I low-key didn't know that was even a thing till you just told
Yeah,
me
I was like,
though. I just were the sets.
yeah, it's just the same exact conclusion. Same thing with Bandos. Bandos has
Mhm.
boots. Why didn't they wear them?
'Cause they're ugly.
They're
We
ugly,
like our
but also
Jordans.
there were better. There's a better piece.
Are they Jordans? Are those a type of
Yeah,
shoe?
the Jordans.
Okay, I was like, "Am I making this up?"
Yeah, and it's just like that's the thing that a lot of people, myself included, liked about original World of Warcraft is there wasn't many sets.
Mm,
And like you looked scuffed, but also people were like, "Holy, you got that one sword? It's not part of a set, but you know that one sword.
pretty
Like it looks
cool.
sick." It takes away individuality. You don't need to do it. It's putting pressure on your design team for no reason, and I also just don't like the aesthetic of it.
Okay. Disagree, but we can move on to the next one. I
Mm,
don't actually love I don't know how I feel with the design.
it looks stupid. Google Beyblades before we talk about this.
Beyblades. Okay. How do you also pronounce this? A rondosh?
Oh, rondosh.
Oh, is that how you say it? Beyblades. Oh, they do look like those. I was thinking it reminds me of Captain America's shield a little bit.
No, this is stupider than that.
I liked it at first because it's very like Saradomin themed, and I was like, wow, maybe other awards go with different gods. They don't. It's kind of just like this one, the other one like Gothics, and the other ones don't.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but
This
read
is
this,
this is supposed to be a usurper of the defender category.
which is weird. It's a shield. Okay.
This is a shield. I off the bat hate the design of this.
The look of it.
There, yeah,
Well, people are also pointing out rondashes or whatever, however you pronounce it, are supposed to be bigger. I mean, obviously, I don't know if that's true. Most of the pictures, I mean, that looks like the same
no,
size in the
it looks
picture.
proportional.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the post I saw, you were wrong.
Yeah. I think this looks foul in the worst way. It looks terrible. It looks like a parry style buckler for anyone that is just listening.
Okay.
Not a very big shield, not meant to take hits, which is funny because the whole aspect of the shield is taking hits.
Yeah, it's like a white shield with golden blue spirals with a gold star in the middle.
Yeah, it literally looks like a
It's
Beyblade or a
weird.
throwing
It's
star.
giving me like cheerleader vibes. Like it looks
Yeah,
like go Ceradome and go.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Uh,
I
ooh.
don't hate it. I don't
And the
love
fact
it.
that they're using the white oath plate with the Bell's
I
Folly,
actually
damn, this is cringe looking.
I do think it looks cool with the white oak
Oh
blade.
no, this looks so
I don't know
gross.
why they're holding the Bell's Folly. Is that the Bell's Folly or the rapier?
That's Bell's Folly. Isn't the rapier black?
I think that's a kit.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know for sure though. Anyway,
Either way, it looks terrible.
let's talk about it.
It the best part, the biggest part is that it does give +2 flat armor, which is
Yes.
the only item in the game that does. For anyone that doesn't know how flat armor works, if an enemy hits you for 2 and you have 2 flat armor, they'll hit you for 0.
If it hits you for 20 and you have 2, we'll hit you for 18.
Yes,
Oh,
just straight up
cool. Okay.
subtraction. The biggest thing is this. So this is 80 defense. It
Mhm.
does give you some defense requirement. It does give you some defenses, but honestly, not that much. Like,
Not any mage defense either, of course.
yeah, it does give you like up to like 40-ish defense for melee, and then like 55 for range. 8 melee strength, which is a reasonable amount, but big thing, 0 attack bonuses.
Bizarre.
So it
Negative
is
for magic and range and 0 for melee.
Yeah. So that in and of itself makes it like worse than a defender,
Mhm.
obviously. But the special attack exists. This is our only ever secondary with a special attack.
This is kind of interesting.
You with the flat armor mean that whenever you tank damage, you are avoiding 2 damage. In essence, this is perfect for mitigating chip damage and stuff like that. And it's nice for combat achievements, Ulm, Inferno, Araxer, other nuanced places.
Mhm.
On top of that, the damage mitigated by the flat armor charges the Rondash up to 20. This means 20 damage mitigated by the flat armor, means you just got to get hit 10 times. Nets you a fully charged Rondosh. This charge can be expended as a special attack to perform a shield bash. Shield bash fires off instantly, no waiting for ticks, similar to a Gmaul spec,
I didn't know it was
and
instant.
deals more damage based on the number of charges consumed, obviously. For an example, 16 charges would deal 16 damage plus 16% damage, totaling 18, because we always round down. So 20 charges would be 20 plus 20 for a total of 24. That is why this is the usurper of the defender. By itself, it's not very spectacular, but with the spec, it
It's
is very
pretty
good.
spectacular.
Very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, where would I use this that'd be useful? And I'm like,
Anywhere there's chip.
well, yeah, I was also thinking, like, I don't know if this is the thing, but I'm just trying to think of different things that they didn't mention. Is like God War Dungeon where all the minions are hitting you, and then you also can shield bash it.
Oh, bro, you would get stacks crazy fast
You'd
in the
die.
God Wars dungeons.
What do you mean? Oh, like, oh, they'd give you stacks.
Yeah, because you're getting hit by 4 guys.
I know. That's why I'm like, that seems like it'd be kind of good at God War
You'd be
Dungeon.
stacking.
To be fair, you'd probably get stacked out, but
No?
getting hit by all 3 or
Yeah.
all 4, because
Well,
usually you only get hit by 3.
Either way, you're getting hit by 2.
Yeah, regardless, I
You're
feel like this would be good at God War Dungeon.
Yeah, you're getting hit by 2, which is pretty quick.
Yeah.
That means you only need 5 rounds of getting attacked, of tanking to get a full charge for 24 damage. 5 rounds, that's not very long.
Dude, honestly, design aside, kind of like this. After shield bash is used, though, there's a short cooldown before you can gain more charges, obviously, so it's not like back-to-back 24s, but the flat armor will still be in effect. This aims to prevent weird use cases built around spamming the shield bash rather than having it supplement your chosen style.
Yeah.
In terms of raw defensive stats, it's not the most impressive, as you said. There's a little anti-synergy between wanting to mitigate damage for shield bash versus not getting hit at all, but the Rondosh offers better defensive stats than an Avernic, including a lot of range defense. It's 55 range defense, actually.
Yeah. And what they're saying there is this is kind of an interesting dichotomy as far as like armor goes and armor economy, because obviously you're like, all right, cool, I'll just build tank gear for this, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, that's not how defense works in this game.
Defense
If
is
you
weird.
want to get hit more, which the Rondosh does require you to actually get hit, you're not going to want tank gear
Mhm.
necessarily,
You're gonna
because
want to
tank gear
take
makes
damage.
enemies miss you more, not
Yeah.
take less damage. So it's kind of going to
Interesting.
be an interesting like
To see people to wear with this.
experiment, yeah,
Yeah.
for a lot of this gear until they find out what's good. But yeah, you might not want to take full tank gear or oath plate or anything like that.
Yeah, they do additionally say the strength bonus equals the Avernic Defender with some slight negative bonuses for range and mage. It means it's pretty useful with any combat style, but this is mostly for melee.
It is crazy that you can bring this with like an Eye of a Yak,
Iox may be like too crazy.
right?
So
That's
fast.
kind of cracked, bro.
Honestly,
And
though,
you're gonna be wearing mage gear, so you're gonna be getting hit.
true. I
A
think
little too good.
I don't know. I think for a raid though, this is like a very good, unique idea.
This is a very
This
good
is
idea.
like a crazy cool idea. So
Yeah.
bravo, honestly. But like maybe work on the design.
Go back to the drawing board. Oh my god.
For the design or the whole thing?
For the design. It looks horrendous.
I think if you just make it, you can make this design look like more intense. Right now, it's just giving me like high school mascot vibes.
I was a fan of someone posted a picture of like
We're not gonna be able to find this on Reddit right now.
no, not Reddit, but like an old school kite shield. Like look up like a medieval kite shield, how they're
Okay.
actually
Like a
supposed to
real
look.
one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't actually look like a kite. It just looks like a longer, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just looks like a longer shield.
I did see this as well, that maybe the shield should be bigger and longer
It
if
should
you're
be bigger.
bashing, because
Yeah.
it's a small circle that you're bashing with and you're hitting so much, it would make sense thematically to have a bigger shield doing it.
I think it
I think
also
that's valid.
to their effect, it does make sense to shield mask with a smaller shield realistically, because
Oh, like the
it's
weight.
heavy and
Yeah.
big.
But thematically, like how it's gonna
Thematically,
look.
and this is a video game, it's gonna look dinky and gross, kind of like how the axe looked last week.
Yeah, true. So just do like the axe and make it bigger and like make it look a little less cheesy.
Yeah. Something that doesn't look cheesy is a weapon from RuneScape 3.
I love these swing, swing, swing. So this is the dual crossbows. What the heck? These are gonna go off, by the way, firing up bolts every 2 ticks. I love the design though. They're very like blue and teal toned. It reminds me of Hunlif. The
Yeah,
shape of it reminds me of Hunlif's head.
it does. And for anyone that has played RS3, this is pretty much a direct translation of the crossbows of Ascension.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was a RuneScape
They
3
even
thing.
reference it. Instead, the Ascension crossbows will be able to fire Ascension bolts.
Yeah, so let's see. It can only fire the dual wield bolts which come in regular diamond or onyx. It can be used every 2 ticks. Obviously, they're not going to give you ruby bolt procs every 2 ticks. Like that's insane. So, hence why they're only doing a few of them.
Well, they don't. They even reference the ruby bolts. I don't think those are the only bolts that you can make, but you have to make them separately. You can't use regular bolts.
Well, you can't use ruby bolts on them at all is what I mean.
Oh, you can't.
No.
You
These
can't.
are literally can only fire these.
Oh, really? I thought they were
Yeah.
saying that you could use other ones, just not the rubies.
Oh, no, it's literally
Oh,
just
okay,
these, I
okay.
think.
Yeah.
So, enchanted bolt effects have a 50% reduced chance to trigger
Because you're
because
shooting twice as fast.
yeah, so it's going to be the same exact effect, right?
Yeah.
Low-key?
It'll be a little bit higher than 5% realistically, but it's still, yeah, essentially half.
Okay. For the stats, I mean, will you just you're better at summing up than
Yeah,
me.
sure. So it's just essentially 34 range.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
there's no strength on it, but for instance, the gem tipped bolts are going to be 58 range strength.
Oh, wow. Perfect. Okay. And the regular bolts are 53.
Yeah.
So they said, you'll notice for the time being, we're keeping the number of enchanted ascension bolt variants limited. This makes it considerably easier for us and you to understand the power of the ascension crossbows and actually calculate their damage, which also allows us time to observe them out in the wild before talking through additions like the ruby tipped ones. Onyx tipped are obviously a luxury, but we thought they'd be a fun inclusion and are already relatively balanced around their scarcity. Well, diamond
Scarcity is crazy.
scarcity?
Yeah.
Scarcity.
Scar City, bro.
There's actually a clip on the stream of like Wraith saying how someone he knew read this book and he like put that word and I read it and I was like scarcity. And then the next message was, and they read it as Scar City. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, nah, bro.
I thought it was
It's
scarcity.
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 Like it's supposed to be scarce.
Like it's supposed to be scars.
Yeah, not scarce.
Anyway, diamond tipped ones are an absolute staple, obviously. So you're going to see them doing some serious damage with those. We expect these to be a raid tier replacement to the toxic blowpipe, especially versus tankier targets or targets who are weak to heavy range, with plenty of room to grow and develop over time if they add new variants of the ascension bolts. I like this. I think this is cool.
My only apprehension is the availability of the bolts, especially as an Iron Man. I hate the fact that like you get the scythe and you're like, cool, let me use the scythe. Just kidding. I gotta be locked up in this damn tob for 100 years just to be able to use the scythe.
I did mention in order to get the bolts, you have to chisel down ascension shards, which are untradeable here. So
it's
we'll see
like-
how rare those are.
If you can just grind them outside of the raid, I'm down.
You have to go to the raid to get
The
them.
fact that it's
it is
years
exactly
and
like
years,
blood vials.
yeah, the fact that it's years and years later that we're fixing the blood vials thing is worrying.
I could see them learning from that mistake, doing better this time.
You wish, but
in general, do you like the?
yeah, this item looks absolutely cooked.
It
Like,
looks
it
so
looks
cool.
like insane.
Yeah, it looks
It
really
looks
sick.
very insane.
And I think you're gonna look so cool, being like shoo, 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 with both hands.
Yeah, they made a Diablo 3 reference. Did you see
They
that?
did, yeah. They were
Yeah.
talking about Diablo 3.
Yeah, because the Demon Hunter uses hand crossbows.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
That's funny. Next up.
Next up, have you ever thought, man, I wish I could throw a big hot poop at someone?
The thing is, I don't think it looks like that. I if you didn't tell me that, I would have liked this design. I didn't tell you that, but whenever I first saw it, I was like, man, if you didn't say anything, I would have liked this design. So this, what we're talking about is the Sark
This is
Ket Breaker.
The mega rare.
The mega rare.
Surprise, surprise, it's crush focused.
Yeah, they even say like, we heavily suggested we're leaning towards this. Anyway, Hunt OSRS dropped a suggestion that seemed to really resonate. So they actually directly pull from it, which is so funny because they changed the design into looking like something that
worse.
Robert thinks looks like poop on a chain. It doesn't.
Dude.
It's a chain.
Why is there a brick on a chain, dude?
It's like glowing though, like it's lava. Well, it sounds like a poop thing.
Yeah, exactly. Took a hot deuce and put on a chain.
Oh my god. Anyway, so this is gonna have a thrust 5-tick attack.
It just sounds so stupid.
Thrust has a 5-tick attack speed and grants a piercing effect with increased damage. That's the special attack, right?
No, that's just there's no special attack. There's just the auto attack. There's two auto attacks.
Oh, okay, sorry. You can choose versus thrust or the other one.
Yeah, you can choose a slow attack or a fast attack. There's no special attack.
Yeah, and thrust damages several targets in a line, and the damage scales with NPC size. Whereas smash, the other one, you just swing it over and smash. It reduces the attack speed to 3 ticks and functions as a fast, hard-hitting weapon with standard attack behavior. So let's read the highlights, shall we?
Yeah, so this is a obviously very strong weapon.
Yes,
I'll just
it's the
put that out
malware.
there.
It's gotta be.
It is going to hit big targets. Hits big targets similar to the Scythe of Viter since its chain extends an additional 2 tiles. Is especially potent on targets who are weakest to crush,
I
obviously.
sure hope so.
Alternatively, the extended chain can hit several smaller targets in a line, and against small targets, you can opt for the smash option to lose the benefits of the above, but it's 3 tick, which is insanely fast for a weapon of this caliber. And
Yeah.
the thing that we didn't mention is the special attack.
Oh, so there is a special. It's a special effect.
Yeah, you gotta remember, whenever we're talking about this weapon, there is no special attack.
I'm still confused. Just read it.
Yeah, there's a special effect, which is what I'll go over now.
Okay.
So there is the smash, which is 3 tick. Obviously, you can only hit one enemy at a time. But the special effect, this is the other slower 5 tick attack style called thrust. This is important not just because it can hit up to 3 enemies in front of you for up to 50% bonus damage depending on an enemy size. It is important to realize that this weapon rolls damage up to 7 times
Wow.
depending on how many defenses an enemy has.
It goes with the highest.
So if an enemy has high crush defense, then you'll roll less damage chances. So obviously this is just better at things that are weak to crush.
They said hitting the same target multiple times will mean hits deal 25% more damage per additional tile hit. So a 3x3 target will max hit 150% damage, while one by one targets is 100% damage.
Yeah, so technically
So like we said, bigger,
if you're
harder.
able to stack multiple 3x3 targets, then you can hit multiple 3x3 targets for 150% damage, which is
Sheesh.
insane. Or obviously you could just do the normal thing and stack like multiple 1x1 or 2x2 targets and deal really good damage there. Or if it's 2x2, then 25% more damage to them as well.
Cool.
Or obviously you can just stack them like 1x1s in a line, because it does.
That'd be good for Slayer.
Yeah, because it does have a range of, I think, 3.
And as we all know,
So
like
you can hit 3 enemies.
a really natural thing to do with a weapon on a chain is shoot it straight forward
Yeah,
in a line.
crazy design choice there. The fact that this is not a spear type weapon, which is
How does the
to be
chain
fair,
even go straight forward like that?
they pulled the thematics from that person's post, which was a pole arm.
Their thing makes
tip.
sense because it's pointy at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know.
this is just like I said. It's imagine a deuce on the end of a chain.
It doesn't look
And
like
that thing is supposed to
Stop!
thrust through multiple enemies. Goblin tried to do some trickery and say like, oh, it's like you have to imagine like the as it goes, it's like magical powers like pierces the enemies.
Trying to make it make sense.
Definitely wasn't selling it, but someone, not I don't know about someone, but many people have mentioned, why don't you just like throw the chain in the air and then rain it down on the enemies?
So I was going to show you on Reddit a suggestion that I really liked. They actually got JMod reply. I didn't see. It's the same thing, but they made the chain longer so that instead of doing the thrust, you slam it over your shoulder.
Yeah, in an arcing motion, the way you might with an actual mace.
Yeah, they even note on here, lamer but easier to implement version would be just having like a little chain with the thing dragging behind you. They also, what I think would look really cool is it dragging behind your shoulder on the ground because it's so heavy.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of sick.
I imagine like I think the Morning Star like chain mace that the Nazgul King uses is like a cooler version of this in like every single way.
What's it called?
Look up the Witch King from Lord of the Rings. Yeah,
Oh.
like that's a for real chain mace.
Whoa, they should totally do like that. That's scary.
Yeah, obviously you'd make the chain longer to fulfill
It's
this
very short.
fantasy, but look up the Witch King if you want to see what a real chain mace looks like, not like a this thing.
So there was a response from Goblin on this. They said, cool post, we'll relay and see what the team think. It might have been lost in the graphics. We went in for the blog itself, but on the chain length, because they were like, this is really short. A note on the original concept art says on here, new chain links are forged in the eternal flame to reach its enemies. So it kind of
Yeah,
extends
that's what I
itself.
was trying
Oh,
to
that's what you meant.
convey is
Yeah.
like when he thrusts it, when your character thrusts it forward, it gets longer via making new chains and then gets shorter once again when you're wielding it.
That's kind of cooler. I misunderstood what you meant and thought that you meant like you hit the first one and the magic force hits the ones in the back. And I was like, what?
No, I was thinking like the magic force like spawns new chains and kind
Mm,
of like forces the mace like through the enemies, I
yeah.
guess. It's still not great, but
Do people also think that this design looks like poop, or is it just you?
I saw one post.
Was it you that posted
No,
it?
no. It had several upvotes
You're like, I saw one post. It was by Bunebape Rob.
because
Sounds like a cool guy.
I thought this almost immediately, and I saw a post. I don't know how much traction it had, but
I don't know.
but I wasn't the only one to think about it, I
I don't
guess.
know. I searched the word poop and I can't find anything on Reddit.
Just look up all of Reddit, just poop.
Anyway, that's it for the mega rares. Generally, I'm pretty happy with all these. Or not all the mega rares, all the uniques.
Yeah.
And I think the design looks cool. I think you are so tripping, bro.
No, it
I would
looks
love to hear
stupid.
you guys think. I think it looks fine.
No, it looks dumb.
Whatever.
I just don't. It doesn't look so bad, but also, why not just use a regular chain mace design?
I don't know.
The regular chain mace design looks just as cool. You could have made it boulder related, vine related. It didn't have to be randomly molten poop related.
Are we ready to move on to the
Also,
Q&A?
I'm not a maths man. Shout out to
You said this before.
any mathematicians.
Okay.
Not me. For anyone that is wondering how good this is, like, oh, you guys are saying it's good. The mathsmen have done maths.
Oh, yes.
So the community, obviously, including if you are an enjoyer of high level content, maybe go check out Mulgo Kirby. Mulgo Kirby did spend quite a bit of time doing a bunch of guesstimations, approximations of damage for this weapon. That being said, that's not where I'm pulling these numbers from. There's just another popular post of people that have done the math roughly. And this item is very good. For instance, at Fasani's Nightmare, it's anywhere between 30 and 40% better than the Scythe.
I
Obviously,
want it.
that's a crush week boss, but 40% is not a joke.
Shoot, I just remembered I'm not gonna be able to afford this.
No, no one will.
Oh, man.
The damage goes from roughly like 10 and a half to like 14 DPS,
Jeez.
which is a lot.
Ooh, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, very, very strong. And people also did the math for like,
I'm sure like at top it will still be size better.
because obviously you have to do the math for each boss depending on their smash defense. So if their crush defense is higher, then you get less attack opportunities or damage rolls rather. So there was a lot of math involved in this, and essentially a lot of the high-end bosses, Araxer, I don't remember, but a ton of the high end bosses. I could have named more, but I'm just like I don't want to say the wrong ones.
So many. Araxer, silence.
Yeah, I mean I can look it up.
No,
but,
no, it's not that
yeah,
serious.
I was like Araxer, a bunch of the high end bosses. You know, like any.
I'm sure at top site's still better though.
Mm,
Oh, they're gonna change it then. They're definitely not gonna want site to be
the
irrelevant.
thing that's nice is that a lot of the bosses in Tob aren't specifically weak to crush.
Yeah, a lot of them are slash, right?
Yeah, a lot of them are slash. So
yeah,
or at least just maybe not even melee. So either way, I think Tob is kind of safe there.
okay.
But at a lot of bosses, it is just straight up like insane.
Yeah,
Like significantly better than the Scythe.
they're gonna change it for sure.
Potentially.
But you guys will hear about it in 3 weeks whenever it changes.
Yeah. Anyways, we can move on to the Q&A. Thank you for
Yeah.
everyone for asking your questions.
Just a couple this week. So, first one is from Hargra on Discord. Do you think a potential smithing upgrade could be sharpening equipment? It would require a higher smithing level for the more higher level of the equipment. Basically, you can sharpen your equipment before the use, and the sharpened version will last for a certain amount of time, allowing you to deal more damage. I kind of think of this as like a different version of adding poison to it
I just
because
think
it's
of it
but
as
temporary.
it just sounds like a pot to me.
Oh yeah, it is kind of like a pot. It would definitely have to be temporary. If it was just like making every weapon better,
Yeah.
that'd be crazy. I don't know how
I
long it would last for it to be like good for the game.
Yeah. I think adding stuff like that could be interesting, but I think it would have to be like a layered approach to smithing. It couldn't just
Mm,
be like, "Oh, this is the one thing you always add to your weapons before you
exactly.
go do this thing."
Maybe if it's like only works for like one-handed or something. So you can't do it for like a scythe, but you can take like your bell's folly or your rapier there.
Maybe. I think it
Have to
could
have some
be
conditions.
interesting, like, maybe it could add some condition effects, like, maybe you could be like, "Oh, temper armor," and so you have, like, increased armor for a little bit, or it could even be, like, not even for a little bit, it could just be for, like, the first hit or the first attack. You could, like, maybe potentially, like, imbue weapons with, like, interesting, you could do, like, Forge Kist, and it's like your weapon deals, like, a bit of fire damage because we have fire damage in the game now, as, like, your first hit deals DOT damage. So it's like it could be cool as like a raid prep thing or maybe
Mhm.
a singular boss KC prep thing.
Just imagining like someone at the top bank pre-potting and they just have their own little like sharpening blade that they take out and they're like swing, 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 and then
Yeah.
you go.
I mean, this is like a common thing in other games. I'm not the biggest fan, mostly just because it sounds one kind of like potions that already exist,
Mm,
but also it kind of just sounds like one more thing to do before you go raiding
that's
or one more thing to do
yeah.
before you fight a boss or whatever.
I would like it for smaller stuff. I mean, you could just use it on like traditional weapons like up to rune, you know?
Yeah.
So like newer players get a bonus, but like barely. I could see in
It
that one. And then it would make sense with the smithing.
It's funny because you saying that does remind me a lot because we were talking about obviously the smithing rework that should have been done a long time ago. Someone that actually brought up and has spent a significant portion of their time writing up like actual reworks for the skill. One of their main um ideas was the fact that you could potentially add like true versions of the weapons because
Hmm.
obviously you don't want to rework the system where it's like, all right, now you take away rune and you can make rune at level 40 because that's kind of lame,
Yeah.
like completely changing it like that. So they're like, you can get pure versions,
Hmm.
and the pure versions will be like rune but like better rune, and it sits just below like um uh what's it called, barrows.
Okay. Because yeah, right now it is weird that rune is like 90s.
Yeah. So instead of making, all the like really good stuff so late, you can make some good stuff early and it's like still
Hmm.
rune, but it's like better
Yeah.
and an improved version. I was thinking of
And then the
something
level 99 one's only for like the vibe. It's not
yeah.
actually useful,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
already is not useful. So it doesn't matter.
But it wouldn't be like it would be like, oh, you can make pure mithril, which is like the same level as like just below barrows or something,
Yeah.
something like that. But the only reason I bring that up is because this kind of reminds me of that is like you could be all like, oh, if you can imbue like certain ore to do like have special effects. Like maybe you add a burning effect to a rune 2H,
That'd be kind of cool.
obviously members only,
Yeah.
and then it would like breathe some life into like these useless old
Yeah,
weapons.
I like the idea of doing something like this with older weapons.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be on like scythes and new things though.
Yeah. Also, I think that's like kind of like a weird balancing thing
Yeah,
because it's like you have to balance around it now.
exactly. Whereas, I mean, even like I was saying, like the rapier and stuff, that would probably be too good. I want everything to be a clear upgrade from them, but gives early game players something
Yeah.
to look forward to.
We actually have a modern version of this, which is something else I don't like, which is the new arrows that are getting added to the game.
Oh, yeah, I thought you liked the new arrows.
I like them as like these are cool for lower level players, but it's also lame. It's all like, oh, are you using these arrows? No. Oh, cool. You're just doing less damage.
Yeah.
It's just straight up an upgrade. Like, why are you not using it?
Well, maybe they'll be more expensive.
I mean, they will be, but it's like you should just be using them,
Mm,
which is kind of like what I don't want the smithing thing to be.
yeah, that's fair. Second question, last question is from Matt on Discord. Thoughts on adding the following absolutely unnecessary update to pubs to make them more fun to go to? In any pub, if you drink 10 beers without leaving the premises, you'll be randomly teleported to another pub on the map and wake up drunk. The screen will have a couple second blur before you return to full consciousness. Yeah, I like that because I think that'd be a really funny Easter egg that they don't tell us is added to the game and someone just finds out one day.
True.
That'd be pretty funny.
They should add this alongside the update that should have happened a long time
The
ago.
dogs.
The dogs, and also the one where if you're sitting in a pub, you get energy back really fast.
You wake up in a chair at a pub, your stamina's going crazy. You found a stray dog that's now your pet. That's
Yeah.
that sounds like you drink 10 beers.
Like the fact that someone came up with such a good idea that sitting in a pub
Chatting it up.
gives you run energy back really fast and they didn't go with it is a travesty.
I could still see him going back to something like that.
Insane. I mean, so many people have even said, even Mod Kieran is like on video saying like they should remove run energy. It's already a joke.
But energy
Everyone
sucks.
hates it. It's hard to balance.
Mhm.
Just make it so it's low key irrelevant by adding this thing to pubs.
Just send us to bars.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
Yeah. It makes people want to run around to these like, congregation spots.
Yeah, it
more
makes people
often.
more chatty,
Yeah.
which sometimes maybe you won't want, but
Yeah. Winter taught. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. Little Easter eggs are always welcome.
Yeah, that'd be funny actually. I like it.
Yeah. That is it though.
Yeah, thanks for the Q&A, guys.
Yeah. If you also want to ask questions, feel free to ask on any of our socials.
So our Twitter and TikTok are Bunebape OSRS, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Blue Sky are all Bunebape. I stream 4 days a week at twitch.tv/Bunebape, but next week for a couple weeks, I'm not going to be streaming for a little bit because, of course, we're going to be on a vacation. I'll still be posting on Discord, though, so you guys should join discord.gg/Bunebape and come hang out. And you can see pictures of our trip the day after we do stuff because I'm so paranoid.
True.
I always on our trips wait till we're back at the hotel for night. And I'm like, all right, time to post what we did today.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode and hopefully you have a great time while we are gone.
I hope you guys really like the guest episodes. Let us know more guests that you'd like us to have on. Low-key though, I only invite people I've spoken to before.
Yeah.
So heads up there.
So thanks for listening. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. And if you did, we'll see you all
Very soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.